Alright, I want to open this by saying two things. Number one, massive fuck you to Nintendo for having this be 9 in the morning. I'm exhausted. It's only been like 9 hours since been probably less than 9. No, over 9 hours. Between 9 and 10 hours since I finished streaming Assassin's Creed last night. And I've had like 6 hours sleep, if that, probably a bit yes. And second thing I wanted to say is the Shadows VOD is still uploading, so if there's any streaming issues with Twitch right now, that's why. Just gonna quickly check the mic real quick. Yeah, we're fine. Okay. Actually, put it on max volume and then check. Put it on max volume. Yeah, okay, we're good. We're good. Alright, tweet this out. You still there, Connor?
Oh yeah, I'm here. Excited to see an Ocarina of Time remake.
I feel like that would actually be helpful, because I feel like it kind of needs one. I'd much rather see them remake like 20-year-old games than fucking Days Gone, Horizon Zero Dawn.
Yeah, games that actually kind of need a remake.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we see Ocarina of Time, probably new Mario.
Mario is probably a given, yeah.
We'll never see Silk Song, so I'm just going to stop predicting it every time.
There have actually been some rumors that it's going to show up.
Silk Song was the friends we made along the way.
Probably, yeah. I do not think it will show up.
I think there's going to be a random, if they have one of those like little rundown show off a bunch of game sections, there's going to be like 3 anime games that nobody cares about, but I'm going to be like, oh yeah.
Yeah. Like I said on the pod, my bar for this is Mario Kart, 3D Metroid, although since we saw that last week, that doesn't matter anymore. And, 2 other things that interest me. That are Switch exclusive, by the way, because it doesn't count if they're on other things, because I won't be playing them on Switch.
Maybe another Mario Sluggers. Usually they do the sports games they show them off pretty early.
Yeah, it's been a while since we've had a Mario sports game. We had Mario Strikers 3 years ago, I think.
When's the Olympics?
The winter
Next
ones?
year, right?
February.
Yeah. Maybe we see a Mario Olympics game again. I used to like those games.
Wasn't it Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games?
Yeah, it was. They were actually really fun.
Okay. So this is apparently the first Direct to be broadcast in 4K.
Oh, wow.
Which is interesting, because none of the previous Directs... I mean, I guess this implies that the Switch 2 will support 4K. But...
4K, like 5 FPS? Like...
I don't know.
4K video?
I mean, there were rumors that Switch 2 dev kits did not have 4K output, but...
Does the Switch 2 have Netflix?
I assume the Switch 1 does.
Switch 1 does not have Netflix.
Oh, wow, does it not?
No.
Nintendo were always bafflingly behind the times in some way.
Well, they have Hulu, YouTube, and Crunchyroll.
But
there's no Netflix, no Prime, none of that. Or Disney Plus.
Weird. Okay. So they got Hulu, but not Disney Plus.
And honest to God, I know a few people that would buy a Switch just to have those.
I mean, you can also just watch them on your phone, right? So.
Well, it's more in the house, especially with Netflix, the way they do the amount of accounts you can have. So if you could just put it on your Switch and it's registered to your Switch, and you just move the Switch throughout the house, I do that. I got locked out of my Netflix in my bedroom last week.
Okay. I haven't watched Netflix in a long time, actually.
Netflix kind of sucks, but they got 20 seasons of Grey's Anatomy.
Alright.
Now people are spamming Grand Theft Auto 7. This chat's very fun.
How many viewers are watching it?
Right
385,000.
now, I have 368,000.
Okay.
So mine hasn't updated. That's a lot of people.
Yeah. What about on Twitch.tv session Nintendo? Because it feels like Twitch typically gets more viewers for these things.
They got 25,000 people right now.
Ooh, okay, maybe not. So it's like way less than like a Game Awards or something.
I also think... Well, this is the English live stream, right? I assume there's a Japanese live stream.
True, yeah.
Nintendo of Japan has 435,000 people watching.
Okay, so kind of about the same.
Yeah, so there's basically 1 million people are tuning in just between these two live streams.
No, not even close. Like 800K.
450. Let me refresh here. Get the number.
830K maybe.
We're up to
Mine's up to
450 here.
405 now.
I got 447 on one, and the Japanese live stream is now at 510,000.
Okay, well, that's closer. That's like 40,000 short of a mil.
Yeah, that's insane.
Is Steven gonna get on, or?
I think he said he was grabbing.
I know he did, but that was like 15 minutes ago. Man, I almost slept through this. I almost slept through it. So, this better be a fucking 10 out of 10 show, otherwise... I just got a Discord ping, but I don't know what from. Oh, that would have been my server.
The game opens up, or so the show opens up. They show off Assassin's Creed 2 Remake Remaster. Everybody loses their fucking minds.
Woo! We probably do see shadows here, actually. Tell you what. Dude, I have political commentators on my feed saying, let's go Switch 2.
Yeah, no, it's just one thing that can bring everybody together.
Yeah.
It's the Switch. Random Nintendo shit. It's like when Halo 3 came out. Everybody was together back then.
Alright, it's 8:59.
Last minute prediction?
The last minute prediction is that this show is not very good.
I'm gonna say Ocarina of Time remake.
That's my last minute prediction. I hope it's good. My gut feeling is it's not gonna be good.
I'm also guessing I guess the show has to open with the hardware, right?
Yeah, probably. What do you think will be the first game they show off? I think it'll be probably Mario Kart.
It'll be Mario Kart.
Alrighty. Oh, apparently we are getting the FF9 remake today.
Oh, hell yeah. I'm excited for that. Best Final Fantasy.
Here we go. Nintendo Switch 2. Rating pending to mature. I assume the mature will be Assassin's Creed Shadows. Is that you, Steven?
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, man?
Just in time.
That place with my food took forever.
No worries, man. You haven't missed anything. They're just doing the big yoga reveal. That's it. Nintendo Direct, sponsored by the Minecraft movie.
Yeah.
Apparently that's terrible, but
yeah, they did start with Mario Kart.
yeah, okay. Oh, you're ahead of me. Can you tab back at 5 seconds?
Yeah.
This is very obviously Mario Kart, yeah.
Are you sure that Yoshi restaurant doesn't...
This could be Mario's Big Burgers. We don't know.
Hell yeah.
This could be Mario's Uber Eats delivery.
Watch this. Watch the courses be so basic.
I really want to
Ooh,
open
new
the
card.
show with 70 million copies sold.
Yeah, right?
80
I
bajillion
want
copies
this.
sold.
Because, like, I didn't play Mario Kart 8, so I feel nostalgic for the old Mario Karts. And
I haven't
feel
played
like
Mario Kart 8 in a long time.
8 is really good. It's set the
Yeah.
bar really high.
I spent, like, a fuck ton of time playing Mario Kart Wii, so... I'm kind
8 really
of
ramped it
at
up.
the time where I would actually want a new Mario Kart.
Aw, King Boo looks so cool. You can play as this cow.
Alright, so we're now... Steven doesn't know this, but I said on the podcast a few days ago, my bar for success with this to be a good show would be Mario Kart, a new mainline Mario, Metroid, although that showed up last week, so maybe not, and 2 other things that surprise me and interest me.
Pull up. You can change the fit mid-race. This is a 10 out of 10 game.
I mean, this is a good start. This is a good start. Mario Kart World. Oh my god.
That's cool. You got your Iceland, Desert Land,
Hello,
Lava
everyone.
Land
I'm
boss.
Koichi Kawamoto, and I'll be one of your guides for today's Nintendo Direct. I'm the producer for Nintendo Switch 2.
I'm Takuhiro Dota, the director for Nintendo Switch 2. And I'm Tetsuya Sasaki.
You can tell it's gonna be good
the
'cause they got
hardware
dark
design
circles
lead
under
for
their
Nintendo
eyes.
Switch 2.
What you just saw was Mario Kart World, launching exclusively on Nintendo Switch 2. Now, what do you think this brand new Mario Kart game will be like?
Probably Mario Kart. Like, I mean, probably driving cars.
A brand new entry in the
And you
Mario
can grind
Kart
on
series
rails,
is
change your
launching
fit.
Exclusively
It's
on
cool.
the Nintendo Switch 2 system.
So it's only
Welcome
Switch
to
2,
this
no Switch 1
vast
port.
world. Kart races are held throughout various regions that span the globe.
PS5 day 1.
Depending on the time of day
Sell
and weather conditions,
200 million
the atmosphere
copies.
will change. And in this Mario Kart game, you can go off the racetrack and drive virtually everywhere in this world. In the classic Grand Prix, race through 4 courses in a bid
Grand
for
Prix.
first place.
Fucking Yanks.
But don't sleep at the wheel. You'll also drive to the next course
Oh, wow.
as part of the competition. With 24
Huh.
drivers in each race, the most in series history, the competition is gearing up. Introducing Knockout Tour. Race non-stop from one corner of the world to another. There are multiple checkpoints along the way. If you're below the place,
Oh, and you get knocked out if you're too low at the end.
Eliminated. Can you make it all the way to the finish line?
It's an open
You can
world.
also freely drive around this vast world in free roam.
Open world Mario Kart.
By going off-road,
It's actually kinda
you can
cool.
explore
It is
the
actually
world.
kinda
A lot of
cool.
people are gonna be like, I just spent
So
30 hours
drive
driving
wherever
around
the
Mario
car takes
Kart.
Yeah.
You can also go for scenic
This is
drives
basically
through
Mario
forests
Kart Forza Horizon.
and even take photos together.
Yeah,
at
Mario
different
Kart GTA.
No, just no guns.
Luigi
There's no
pulls out a
gun.
Glock.
That'd be hilarious.
Like, I need a new car.
I mean, they have weapons. They're just in the form of blocks.
Yeah, he just rolls up with a blue shell. He's like, "Give me the money, or I swear
bullet
to
bill
God."
is just a giant bullet, right?
Yeah,
Mario Kart World.
I got 2 red shells. I'm not afraid.
Day
to
one.
On the same day as Nintendo
Yeah,
launch
Switch
title.
2.
PG GTA.
More details about this title will be shared in an upcoming Mario Kart World
Okay,
Direct.
April
So
17th
be
is
on the
the
lookout
next
for more
direct.
information in the future.
Oh yeah, that's just for Mario Kart though. It's just for one
I
game.
thought they
Mario
just said
Kart
like
World
it's day
launches
1
on
on
the same
April
day as
17th. I was
Nintendo
gonna be like,
Switch 2.
fuck off.
We'll share
Alright,
more
good
details.
I would not be able to get a
start.
Switch
We
2
hope
day
you're looking
1.
forward to
That is a good start.
Next, we'd like to introduce some of the new features. of
Alright, so
Nintendo
they
Switch
opened with a game and now we're doing the hardware. That's probably smart for
These are
pacing
the Joy-Con
reasons.
2 controllers for Switch 2. And on the right Joy-Con 2,
Now they
we've
drift
added a new
before you
C
turn them
button.
on.
Right.
Let's take a look at some new experiences it offers.
I'm still ahead of all of you guys.
These sorts of ads never look real. Is that Discord?
So
Oh wow.
It's the Discord button.
Wait, no.
Yo, if they're
You're
bringing
giving-
Discord to the Switch, that is huge.
You're giving 10-year-olds access to Discord?
Oh.
I mean, Xbox and Nintendo have
Introducing
already done
Game
it.
Chat, a new feature
Mean
for
PlayStation?
Nintendo Switch 2.
Hey, what's up? Can you hear me?
Oh no, it's just Nintendo's version of voice chat.
They just need to make it a
With this
window
feature,
you can open up
you'll
and
be able
close,
to
not take
communicate
up half
with
my
friends and
screen.
family while
Yeah.
playing a game.
That kind of irritates me.
Okay, maybe pressing C again just like puts it
Make it
down.
an overlay like Discord? Like, I don't
While
know.
using the Game Chat feature, your voice is recognized by a microphone
From
built into
across the
system.
room?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's gonna be dog shit.
Y'all could have put that in
Bullshit.
controller like the PS4 and 5 did. Like,
I'm gonna
what?
put that right in front of my subwoofer.
Alright,
Oh my god.
let's make
People are
a-
gonna have that right in front of their
When
TVs
it's
and it's gonna
noisy
just pick up the
around
TV
you,
noise.
Your voice will still come through clearly, letting you chat with ease.
How did you get hit by a bow?
Bullshit.
Okay, nice.
It does look beautiful. It's opaque.
And you can use this feature in handheld mode too.
It is so funny that they're advertising. We finally have voice chat. Welcome to 2005.
And it's Discord Lite.
Good job, good job.
Again, I thought this was Discord UI.
Oh my
You
god.
can also share your game screen.
Did you see someone just
You
like,
can
go and talk
fuck
about
your
that?
frame rate right into the
Yeah,
dirt.
I was
Yeah.
just saying the frame rate's terrible.
Oh my. Dude, why would they show this off?
That looks so fucking
mean-
bad.
It's a cool feature, but my god.
Oh my god, they look so bad.
Okay. You can chat to your heart's content, even while playing different
See,
games.
that's a cool feature, but make
Yeah, I
it
know that one. It's
not
hard,
laggy.
right? It's tough.
Oh, wow.
I guess yeah, I can all play different games and
Ah,
talk
oh,
and
my
screen
God,
share and
okay, we
stuff.
got it. We're safe, we're safe.
Kirby, look, you're on a star. That's so cute. So cute.
Now my friends can watch me wait 20 minutes
You
before
can
making a
adjust the
move in
size of
Fire
your
Emblem.
game screen.
There you go.
Guys, I'm lost. Like,
Where'd you go?
Dude, it's so Yagi.
Or expand
God.
another friend's game screen.
You gotta get above that wall that's to your left.
The people in the chat, 1 FPS, let's go.
Past the wall.
this is where I have to do.
To be fair, that guy's streaming from 7-Eleven.
So everyone can watch them play.
Oh, I think I know where you are. I think I know where you are. Wait. Okay, I think we have to right.
Ooh, okay.
Oh, nice.
Let's take a picture here.
Okay, are you ready?
Smile.
It is funny, but this is basically just party chat.
Pose mix.
On
Yeah.
the right Joy-Con 2 controller,
Welcome to
there's
20
a
years
different
ago,
button.
Nintendo.
With the C
Like,
button,
Xbox and
you can
PlayStation
pull
had
up
this
a
for
chat
years.
menu.
Oh, dang.
Oh, really? Wait, actually, guys, I got a call coming right now, so I'll be right back. Yeah.
Okay. Sure.
Here, you can quickly and easily mute yourself.
Sorry
You have a
guys, my
camera you
boss
can
still
buy.
thinks I'm at work.
And there's this.
Presses the button.
By connecting
Nintendo
there's
revealing
camera.
party chat as a new feature is hilarious, but not as funny as this 5 FPS Yagi ass screen sharing.
Hello.
You're not gonna be
Streaming
able to
light.
use any other webcam except for the Nintendo 2 Switch brand webcam.
You can appear
Yeah.
on screen and video chat while playing a
And
game.
it's still gonna sell more than the PlayStation VR 2.
Uh-huh.
Here's how it looks.
Which of the
with
webcam's
just
like
a
$100.
I'm leaning like
Be like, yeah, $100.
Please look forward to games which use your camera feed like this.
Okay, yeah, that's kind of cool.
Kinda.
For the Mario Party, that's kind of cool. Now I know who exactly
Using
to
Game
blame
Chat.
when they mess up my minigame.
Even when you're apart, you can play games and hang out as if you were together in the same room. Play together or compete in online multiplayer games. Chat while playing your personal favorites.
You can also just not stream yourself.
Decide your own rules for a retro game competition. Or hold a sports competition between families. All together, anytime, anywhere. Game Chat.
They spent 5 minutes on voice chat.
What did you think? In
That is
developing
classic
Game Chat,
Nintendo.
Our goal was for you to enjoy playing online with others more closely, including family and friends. Almost as if you're all playing together in the same place. The camera you saw in the trailer is the Nintendo Switch 2 camera, which will be available on the same day as Switch 2.
$100.
A Nintendo Switch Online membership will be required to use Game Chat. However, since we'd like as many people as possible to experience Game Chat, it will be available without a membership for a limited time. We hope
Wait,
you'll
you
sign
need
up.
a premium membership to even use voice chat?
Additionally, Game Chat supports the Nintendo Switch
Okay.
That's
Parental
Nintendo.
Controls app, and different settings can be adjusted. For example, whether parental permission is always
Oh, we're giving you a
required
free
when child
period to
wants
use it, though.
Game Chat to play with their friends.
Wait, sorry, you get it with just a Switch Online account, right?
We'd like
Yeah,
to
which is
another
kind of
new
odd.
experience you can share with family and friends.
Nobody wants you to talk to your friends for free.
Yeah.
On Nintendo
I mean, you
Switch,
don't
even if
need
you just have
you
one
don't need a
game,
premium
you can
subscription
hell
to use
yeah.
party
with
chat
friends
on
and play
Xbox.
together.
or
We're playing
PlayStation.
Mario
But
Go?
on Nintendo Switch 2, you can play together locally on multiple systems using just one game with Game Share. As shown here, even games that require multiple screens can be played if one person owns a compatible game.
That's
Game
cool.
Share, you can
That is
temporarily
cool.
share compatible
really
games
cool.
with others who also have Nintendo Switch 2 or a Nintendo Switch system. You can share a game with up to 3 other systems
Nintendo really
at a
wants
time.
to make that one guy that shows up with his Twitch at
Game
the
Share
or
also
Switch,
supports
with his
online
Switch at the
play
party,
with other
like
Switch 2 systems, and you can use it with friends via Game Chat, which we showed earlier.
Oh,
Game Share can only be used with compatible games.
Okay, so you
This
can just
feature
you can
is
just do it
planned for
online. You
several
don't even need to be
titles,
local.
starting with
So,
the update for Clubhouse
we're getting
games,
Game Share, but you can only do a
Worldwide
certain
Classics on
titles.
Nintendo Switch.
Yeah.
Game Share
the titles are
Well,
all
and
old
they-
titles.
planned for select
They
games
also announced
exclusive
that
to
that
Nintendo
whole
Switch 2,
game
so
sharing
we hope
thing
you'll look
last
forward
direct
to it.
too, right?
Yeah, they did.
Up next,
Oh, that was
we'd
out
like
of
to
sync.
show you the Nintendo Switch 2 system itself.
My whole
My
audio's
whole
not in
stream's out
sync
of
for a
sync, I
minute.
think.
So what?
Take a look.
My audio's
Yeah, I
not in
think-
sync for a minute.
Yeah, this whole thing's out of sync.
Same thickness.
At 7.9 inches, Switch 2 has a bigger built-in screen. Here's
That's
how that
good.
compares to Nintendo Switch.
1.7 more
thickness
inches. I
remains the
needed
same.
that.
Hey.
Hell yeah. Now I have a
With
reason to
approximately
get one.
double the pixels compared to
Whoa.
Switch, you can enjoy games in greater detail. on
Holy
1080p
shit.
screen.
1080p. Wow.
Up to 120? Oh shit.
Yeah, I
Holy
heard that.
fuck.
Yeah.
The screen supports up to 120
There will be
frames per
0
second,
games that
allowing
actually
for
support
smoother
120
gameplay and supported
FPS.
Oh, I know. That's what I'm saying. 120, we've been saying that for 7 years, and it
I'm
ain't ever happened.
probably like any Switch 1 game.
The LCD
We'll do
screen
that.
is more
The
vivid.
HDR looks
Maybe,
nice.
yeah.
HDR, providing more
HDR
contrast
is
between
desperately
light and
needed.
dark areas
Yes,
of
the
the
magnetic
image.
attachment.
I never used my Joy-Cons
All new
ever.
Joy-Con 2
Are they
controllers
good?
connect magnetically.
No.
Joy-Cons are okay.
Strong
No, they're
magnets
bad.
keep the controllers
I prefer the
firmly
Pro
attached to
controller.
the system.
I bought the Pro controller
Detach the
day
controller
one.
easily
and
by pressing the release
I've
button.
never
Different
even-
buttons.
When I actually went to go use my Joy-Cons, they were broken. Probably from
SL
never being
and
used.
SR buttons are bigger for greater comfort and
We're just gonna
control
see what
when playing with the
happens
Joy-Con
when
2
the
held
magnet
horizontally.
stops magnetizing the controllers onto the Switch.
You glue it on.
The left
For
and
real.
right sticks are now larger.
Ooh!
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
What
That's
the
actually
fuck?
sick.
Controller can be used
No, they
to
announced this one back in
play with
January.
compatible games.
What the?
The
I
left
didn't know
and
about
right
this.
Joy-Con
No,
controllers
they
now
showed this back in
control.
January.
By adjusting the audio balance between the ranges, sounds from the built-in
Dude,
speakers
if you
are
want to
clearer
dunk on
and
kids
more
in
natural
Fortnite
in
now,
handheld
you just
and
buy a
tabletop
Switch.
modes.
Yeah.
It has a built-in microphone, so you can voice chat with friends.
Don't you need a
anytime via
keyboard
game
still for
chat.
that though?
It also uses
Nah,
noise-canceling
you're
technology to filter sounds. so
Even
your
if you're
voice
using
will
a
come through
one
clearly.
Joy-Con to move and you just have a mouse, I'd whoop ass.
Even if you don't have a surround sound system, games can be enjoyed with more immersive, three-dimensional sound, as if it were coming from all around.
As if we're coming from my Xbox 360.
I've been spoiled by PC. I have all these things.
Yeah. These are all things that.
Place your Nintendo Switch
I've had
2
forever.
however you like
Yeah.
on a large, sturdy stand. You can move it freely, like this.
Does the Switch 1 have a stand?
Yeah, it does. It's a very bad
In
one. though.
addition to the USB-C port found on the bottom
Yes,
of the
2
system,
USB-C
there's one
ports.
on top
This is
Thank
actually
God.
very helpful.
I'm not being sarcastic
It's
though.
handy.
No,
Yeah.
it is actually, I know you are, but it is actually being
It's just
very
that
helpful.
early.
Or
Yeah.
tabletop mode.
Now you can charge your phone and your Switch.
Okay, 256. I thought they were gonna be like
Nintendo
32
Switch
gigs.
2
Now it's
comes with
34 gigs.
256
Okay, yeah.
gigabytes of internal storage, 8 times that of
Yeah, you
Nintendo
can store
Switch
every
for
Nintendo
storing your
Switch
game
game ever made on
downloads,
256.
save data, and
You
more.
can do it on the 32.
Yeah.
Writing data is also faster.
Well, not everyone, but most of them, yeah. Ooh,
Use
that
the
dock
Nintendo
looks
Switch
so much
Oh, that's
better.
so
That
much
is,
better.
yeah,
And
was
enable
way
up to
That
better.
4K
shitty little dock.
resolution
And did you
for
see right there?
compatible
You don't have to buy an adapter to
HDR
plug in your
is also
goddamn
supported
internet.
TV
Thank
mode.
God. Fan ventilation, finally.
Oh, my Switch isn't gonna sound like a jet engine?
The Nintendo Switch
Oh, the
2
dock now has
a
its own
built-in
fan. That's
that
nice.
keeps
Oh,
your
hell
system
yeah.
cool. This helps keep performance stable.
Good.
Cool.
On Nintendo Switch 2, you can play
Backwards
Nintendo
Not saying the word
compatibility.
compatible.
as well as compatible.
It should be
Nintendo
every
Switch
fucking game.
Physical and
Yeah,
digital
but
games.
they say that
I
as a
assume.
disclaimer.
Yeah, I assume there's like probably some indie games and stuff on the store, like some shovelware that just won't.
They did the same thing with the PS5, and then it was like all but 6 games
Yeah.
out of like thousands.
They did the same thing with the Xbox, and I think it's 2 games.
I think it's just
As you
Kinect
just
games.
saw, Nintendo
I think it's
Switch
Kinect
2
games, and
isn't
then there was
simply
like
an
a version of
improved Nintendo
Darksiders.
Switch.
Okay.
We redesigned the system.
But yeah, I guarantee like
Compatible lots of
99% will be
gameplay
backwards
features.
compatible.
And to help players better understand the Switch 2
That's
hardware.
the one thing I
currently
hope doesn't
developing
die
this game.
as consoles keep being
Mr.
created.
Kawamoto.
Yeah.
Hello. My current location is actually inside the game itself.
We made a game about our Switch.
This is
The
Nintendo Switch 2
metaverse!
Welcome Tour.
Oh my god, it's
Exclusive to
actually the
Nintendo Switch
fucking
2.
metaverse.
We made a game of our
I'm
console.
standing over
It's
here.
PlayStation Home.
It is.
Okay.
Oh my god, it kind of is
Join me
actually.
inside the game. There are a lot of
Alright,
question
are we
mark
gonna get
icons
like
here.
some
Let's
actual
examine
like proper
Actually,
games?
this
and
is
stuff?
this
Where
this
are
is
the
actually very
magnets?
smart of them to make an interactive help system, so
Joy-Con
people
2
actually will
controllers attached to
look
the
at it
system
and
with
play it
magnets.
and learn what their
And those
system
magnets
does.
are inside the system.
Because again, we play games
The
a lot.
SL and
It's our
SR
hobby.
buttons on the Joy-Con
Yeah.
2 are made of metal.
So this stuff is for people who are just
So
like
that's how they
buying the
attach to the
Switch.
system.
Or the parents who don't play games, they bought it for their kid and
A
they're trying to
magnetic
learn
circuit
it.
is
You know?
formed
Yeah.
between them, so they won't easily detach.
Like I got a buddy, same age as me, 28. He does not know how to run his
Through
kid's
examining
Switch.
signs like these,
God.
you can discover
It's like this is
secrets about
foreign
Nintendo Switch
technology
2.
to me, Connor. You need help.
Another
I'm
example,
on it.
The Joy-Con 2 controllers have mouse controls. And when combined with the gyroscopes, you can
That
even do
mouse
something
control
like this.
shit's gonna be fun.
Dude, it's
You
gonna
can
be
adjust
so
the
useful.
position of the
I'm
golf
just gonna
club
move
and
my
aim for the
computer
cup by
mouse over and
rotating
use the Switch
Joy-Con
mouse.
2.
Just gonna dunk on kids in Overwatch.
By combining the mouse controls
You
and
still
gyroscopes,
play Overwatch?
things like this are possible.
No, but I will on the Switch too,
There are
specifically to
secrets
go
discover
100 0.
Even as you're playing mini games and tech demos.
Console players
It
have
is
to be
cross-play
insane
now,
with that
though,
aim.
Some
So-
of the secrets range from the unique features of the system.
Yes, but
tiny details you
Switch
might not
console
notice
players
until they're
aren't. They're
pointed out.
8.
There are
Yeah, but it is
Gotcha.
crossplay, so.
Turn off that
Nintendo
crossplay,
Switch
get
2
to
Welcome
dunking.
Tour will launch as a paid digital game on the same day as Nintendo
Paid?
Switch 2. So please check it out if you're
What the
interested.
fuck?
You gotta pay for their help.
Yo!
I'd like to share some more information regarding.
I assumed that was like a free pack-in game, like Astro or whatever.
This is the game card for Nintendo Switch 2.
Jesus!
It's the same shape as Nintendo Switch game cards.
Whoa,
but
it's red now.
red, and it has much faster.
Now they
data
had to do
rates.
that.
It had to be the same size because
Is
it's
additional
so it's
storage.
backwards compatible.
Switch
Well, it's
2
like the
will
DS
only
to the
work
3DS, right? They
with
just
SD
added a
Express
little
cards.
plastic tab, made them white.
That's
They're a
true.
different type of SD card and will make high-speed data transfers possible. Please note that regular micro
you
SD
do
cards
Express
used for
cards
Nintendo
now?
Switch will not be compatible. Additionally, to transfer data from Switch to Switch 2, you can log into your Nintendo account to use the System Transfer feature. With this feature, you can transfer save data, digital
Ooh.
games, and more. We're also releasing a new
Now I gotta buy that.
$70 for the C
It
button.
has a C
Fuck!
button, which launches Game Chat, and on the back there are new
Oh, they have back
GL
buttons
and
you can
GR
assign.
buttons, which
That's
you
kinda
can
cool.
use to assign
That's
existing
good.
button controls.
That's gonna be grab and shield in Smash Brothers.
In
That's
addition,
about it.
An audio jack has been added.
Oh my god, an audio jack on the controller! Thank God! Welcome to
The
2013.
official Nintendo Switch 2 website.
I was about to say I'm holding an Xbox controller
As
right now.
as somebody that streams Survive, that is
360 had that?
massive.
Yeah, 360 had that.
Oh, they did, yeah.
360 had the best version of it.
Check that out as
360.
well.
I missed the 360 headset that was just clipped on your ear.
And
Yeah.
now, the Nintendo
So
Switch
like
I-
a little keypad you could plug in at the bottom.
Wait,
Nintendo Switch 2.
June
Wow,
5th.
June 5th.
Oh,
June
you're right.
5th. No, I said
You're
June
right up there.
3rd.
Very much looking forward
I
to
said
the day
June
when you
3rd,
all
but-
get to experience
Closer to
it.
me, I
So
said
please wait
27th.
just a
Yeah.
bit longer.
So right before E3 season.
So in 2 months, the Switch
Now.
2 will exist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Broadly speaking, on Nintendo Switch 2, you can play 3 types of games.
What's the price?
The first type is Nintendo Switch 2 games.
It's gonna be
I
at
better see
least $3.99.
GameCube
These games take
emulation.
advantage of the performance
Full
and features
GameCube
of Switch
emulation where
2.
you could upload your own ROMs.
Yep. I want to see Game
The
Type
second
3.
type
Come on.
Is compatible games that were released on Nintendo Switch.
2 editions.
Oh yeah, these are like
Games are the third type.
patched. Switch games patched
Some
for
games
Switch
that were
2.
released on Switch will receive upgraded
Dude, Fire Emblem
versions
Three
that
Houses
offer
is not gonna
things
run
like
at 10
improved
FPS?
visuals,
Hell yeah.
unique ways to play on Switch 2, and more. Now, I'd like to show you the Nintendo Switch 2 edition of Super Mario Party Jamboree. Please take a
So
look.
when are we actually gonna get games? Like new games?
I told you half the show is gonna be just showing off the
Super
Switch 2.
Mario Party Jamboree is getting an upgrade on Nintendo Switch 2. The upgrade expands on the base game and adds new features, including mouse controls, audio recognition,
Oh, the audio games are gonna
more
be cancerous, dude.
expressive rumble,
Just 8 people in a
and
basement
gameplay
screaming
modes
after
and
Joy-Con.
accessories.
Yeah.
All of
Go,
which
get past
can
the
be
fucking
accessed on
line.
Switch 2.
I know
like-
it is like a very basic
check out
feature, but the
3
fact
new
that you
and
had to
updated
plug in
modes.
the audio jack to the
First up
Switch
is Mario Party
itself was
Yeah.
actually a real pain in the
Camera,
ass for me
up to
as a
4 players
streamer.
can join the festivities.
So having a thing on the
You'll be able
controller
to
is
see
actually
each other's faces
very
as
helpful.
we
Hey,
play, so
I
you can
remember back in the
experience all
day
the
plugging in a
reactions and
microphone
emotions
into the
in real
fucking
time.
GameCube memory
Or
card slot.
friends can take the
Oh,
moment
my
God.
online.
Yeah.
I can't believe they're showing off a Switch 1 game. What are we
Up
doing
next,
here?
it's Bowser
But they
Live,
vamped it for
a
2.
mode where the livelier team
Yeah,
wins.
so
Oh
now
wow,
they
look at
added
that.
on.
That's actually kind of fun.
That's
On
really
stage
cool.
2. Hit blocks to collect the most coins.
This is a really good way to show off new.
Ride an RC car
like,
with your
features.
voice. Go.
It looks so
And
laggy and
other
glitchy,
minigames
but-
with
It's gonna be
movement
so much
and
fun.
sound. Finally, take a ride on the mouse-controlled Carnival coaster.
And I just
With
know
the safety
VTubers
bar
are gonna
lowered
hack
and
it for their
secured.
models within like a week.
You're off.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Use mouse controls to shoot down enemies while you feel the bumps and rumbles of the coaster.
I'm gonna be using that mouse mode constantly.
Yeah, that mouse mode is just gonna
When
be
you enter
how
a
I play
pipe,
games.
A mini game will begin. There's a bouldering
It's
game where
Astrobot.
2 players each control an arm. And one where you shake a can of spray paint and quickly tag
Sweet, we're
objects.
teaching kids to tag stuff.
Enjoy the thrill of these
Hell yeah.
mini games.
I don't know
How
what made
quickly
me
can
want to
you
start
reach the
tagging
station?
buildings, but 10 years ago, the
From
Switch 2 came
minigames that
out.
Use a camera, the built-in microphone,
Now I'm worth millions of dollars.
mouse controls, and rumble. The biggest party yet is getting even bigger. Super Mario Party Jamboree, Nintendo Switch 2 Edition, plus Jamboree
There's just so
TV
many names. I don't know if it's the same game or if it's a, like, what's the bonus?
Nintendo Switch
Upgrade packs.
We already own Super Mario Party Jamboree.
It's $60.
Fuck me.
You have to purchase an upgrade pack. We're not giving you shit for free.
Yeah.
You bought our $70 game, buy it again.
Buy it again.
Look forward to a new Mario Party experience, where you can see each other's
I
reactions.
mean, I had
while
2
playing.
copies of Breath of the Wild on 2
Let's
different
continue
consoles.
presenting some more
Who
Nintendo
just said
Switch
Breath of the
2
Wild?
Edition games.
Breath of the Wild. But
I played
now
the shit out of
actually
both of these
runs.
games, and I'm not
Switch 2
replaying
editions
them
of The
again.
Legend of Zelda
Yeah,
Breath
but
of
now
the
you can
Wild
play it at
and
a
The Legend
frame
of
rate.
Zelda Tears of the Kingdom.
I was
You're
fine with
real.
what it was originally.
Enhanced resolution
Hang on.
and frame rates.
Do we get 60 FPS though?
Also support HDR,
Yeah.
which makes the image more vibrant.
There's just so much to do in this game that
Maybe
restarting
I'll
it would take
actually
up months.
find a GPA this when it's 60 FPS.
Yeah, I don't think I'll ever go back to Breath of the Wild
Plus,
or Here's the
can get
Kingdom.
even
No,
more
those are
awesome
games.
features
They're so big that you play them, you
Zelda
do
and
everything, and you don't play them again for a long time.
Yeah.
This new
The same thing with
feature can be
Skyrim. I didn't touch that
accessed
shit
Dude,
for
I'll play
10
that
years.
with my
on
kid.
smart devices.
Alright?
Yeah.
Like,
It's a game-specific service that's exclusive to the Switch 2 editions of these titles. For example, it can help guide you
Bitch!
to various locations, like shrines and Koroks.
This would have been helpful years ago.
Deciding. Proceed north.
They got fucking Siri in Zelda.
Or you can share your
All this would have been
creations
so
using
good when it
QR
first came
codes
out.
and send them
Yeah.
to another player to create in their game.
now you can download giant robot penises on the internet.
That's hilarious. Tears of the Kingdom was so good.
We hope
It
these
was really
features
good.
will make your adventures even
Not
more
my game of
enjoyable.
the year that year, but it was really good.
I still feel like it's better than Breath of the Wild. It's like Breath of the Wild plus.
I would say it's
Kirby
better
and
than Breath of the
Forgotten
Wild,
Land,
but
you'll be able
I
to enjoy an additional story.
kinda bounced off
exclusive
it at
to the
first.
Nintendo Switch 2 edition, along with improved graphics.
I think the
and
problem
frame
is I played Breath of the Wild before that game for like 50
This story takes place in
hours.
the
Oh,
Forgotten
yeah, no.
Land
It's
after
'cause they're
it's struck
very
by a
similar.
Powerful meteor that's causing some mysterious changes. We
Could
hope
y'all
you're
do something
looking
more
forward to
fun with
Kirby's
Kirby?
New adventure.
Oh my god, I won this game!
Yeah, did you play Kirby?
Metroid
Oh, Metroid Prime 4, let's go.
Oh, here we
On
go.
the Nintendo Switch and a Nintendo
I've been waiting
Switch
so
2
long for this
edition.
fucking game.
It looks so good.
So this is cross-platform. We kind of figured, but
Yeah. It's just taking. I don't care. It's just
Oh,
taking
you can
so
use a
long.
In
mouse.
addition
You
to
can use a
standard
goddamn mouse.
That's
to play.
actually cool.
Mouse controls for
Steven and I are
intuitive
this
Good.
looks
gameplay.
way better now.
Wait, quality mode 4K 60
Plus,
HDR?
You can
Oh
explore
my
the immersive
God.
world in 4K at 60 frames per second, or enjoy
Metroid in 120?
full HD at 120
Jesus
frames.
This
Christ.
looks way better on the Switch
People
2.
were complaining about how this looked. It looks great.
I thought it looked great.
I thought it didn't
Upward
look good
to
on the
not.
Switch. No, it looks better on this though.
Plus,
It's
Yeah.
better on the Switch too, but I did not think it looked very good
which
last
is
week.
scheduled to launch later
I
this
love
year,
the Legend
will not
game.
only receive
Pokemon
a
City
Nintendo Switch
Simulator.
version,
I'm
but a
gonna be
Nintendo
very
Switch
excited to
2
play this.
edition as well. By taking advantage of the power of Switch 2, you can enjoy your adventure in Lumio City.
We
with
finally have
enhanced
battles like
resolution and
Power
frame
World.
rates. The Nintendo Switch 2 edition games you
So
just
these are
purchased
basically
are available
ports.
as both physical
Yeah.
and digital.
I just hope Prime
versions.
4 continues off of Dread.
And
Dread was
if you
so
already
good.
own the
Dread was
Nintendo Switch
fucking
version of
amazing. The
games,
story
Dread was my
so
game of the
good.
year when it
Nintendo
came
Switch
out,
2
man. It was
edition
so
by
good.
Purchasing an upgrade pack.
I just
We hope
need
you're looking forward
Prime 4 to
these
continue that
Nintendo
story.
Switch 2 edition games.
Next, I'd like to introduce a brand new game featuring mouse controls with the
Wouldn't
Joy-Con.
Prime
Please
4
be
be
Fire Emblem.
continuing the story of Prime 3?
Please take a look.
Well,
Please be
Prime
Fire
3 was
Emblem.
kind of a closer, but they probably would do something that brings something from the original Primes back because of the name.
Please be Fire Emblem. It's not Fire Emblem. Fucking DJ game.
1-2 Switch 2.
No, it's... What the fuck is this?
Oh shit, wheelchair users getting some
Basketball.
Oh,
recognition.
shit.
I would actually be kind of excited for this game if I was in a wheelchair. Representation.
I actually have one
I mean,
friend who is in a
representation.
wheelchair.
Representation.
100%.
Wheelchair basketball.
The game makes it look very trivial, but in real life, this takes so much fucking effort.
It takes so much skill. It takes insane skill. Have you ever heard of the manga series Real?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's about wheelchair basketball. So it's oddly popular in Japan because of that.
That's interesting.
This is kind of fun.
Oh, have you ever seen like any of the sports where it's like the wheelchair stuff?
Do a 360 spin into a dunk.
Dude, that's so sick.
Summer 2025.
I gotta call Phil and see if he can do that in real life.
In Drag and Drive, you'll use both Joy-Con 2 controllers as mice to intuitively pull off various moves.
That's cool.
Legitimately, if I was in a wheelchair, I'd want something like that bulky and powerful. 24/7.
24/7. Nobody can stop me.
Next, here are some games from our
Alright, going home, just get on the road.
coming to Nintendo Switch 2.
So, third-party stuff time. Okay.
Elden Ring,
Elden
baby!
Ring.
I have to buy it again!
This is gonna look so bad on this Switch.
I'm gonna have to buy it again!
Yeah, like I said, I don't care for third-party ports. I will not get any third-party games on the Switch, so none of this does anything for me.
What's annoying is that they have third-party parts in the first place when they have so many characters and titles they could just make their own shit.
Yeah, well...
There's just so many characters they leave on the bench.
It's a lot easier to make a port of a third-party game. You have to buy up in resources, right?
Yeah.
Them showing off Elden Ring here is a pretty big deal.
Because
the Dark Souls remake, or remastered Switch port was fucking terrible.
Yeah. Hades 2.
Hey,
oh shit.
From Supergiant
Hell yeah.
I have not played it yet, waiting for them to finish the game.
My friend has been obsessed with it for a hot minute.
Hades 1 is amazing.
I loved Hades 1. It's still not my favorite from them because I love Bastion so much. But I loved Hades 1, it was so good.
I've only seen a few people play this and it looks fun.
Every setback and victory. It's the kind of game you can quickly pick up and play whether you're experienced with the original or not. Look for more about Hades 2 later this year.
Capcom! Monster Hunter Wilds, maybe?
No, Street Fighter 6.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, that's actually pretty big.
Bring the fight to Switch.
Well, especially because they showed off that local thing, right? So I assume this has it. So I can show up to a friend's house and beat his ass.
Amiibo!
Oh, hell yeah, dude. I want that Luke one.
You're not dead! Is this Vanquish?
Yo.
I would love a
Vanquish
Vanquish
2.
That's never gonna happen, but I would love a Vanquish 2.
Testing data link with Spine. Normal. Commencing launch.
Vanquish had such a crazy fighting style.
Where our freedom was restricted. We will find
what is this?
I'm playing this.
From human.
I'm in need of a new arsenal, new equipment.
Arsenal?
I'm for
Gooners!
I told you there's gonna be 2 anime games where I'm like, oh fuck yeah.
Is this Anthem 2.0?
No.
This is good Anthem.
Anthem if it didn't suck, probably.
Yeah.
Man, Anthem's gameplay was so good though.
Has almost completed a weapon that was created.
Oh,
its movement was good, but its gunplay was not.
Its gunplay and armor system was basic.
I won't just
The story also kind of doesn't.
Its story was terrible, and the mission design was terrible.
all children.
Demon Ex Machina.
Lives, don't they?
I need to play this.
Oh!
It was so good,
Fiction.
Steven.
Everybody keeps saying how great it is.
It's
Upward and I played it on stream. It was so much
great,
fun,
man.
You play as
I'll give it.
Mio,
I
who
need
writes
to buy
sci-fi,
it.
and Zoe, who writes fantasy.
And the Friends Pass, he played on
Together, they
PlayStation,
get
I played on
trapped in their own
Xbox.
stories,
He just sent me
and
a
it's
Friend
up to
Pass
you and a
invite.
friend to help
Oh,
them break
nice.
free.
It was really, it was
Let me tell
fun.
you
Yeah.
this, if you like It Takes Two, you're gonna
I
love
whooped
this
your
one,
ass in that
trust me.
minigame.
It Takes Two came to
You'll
Switch,
be able to
so
play Split Fiction on the day Switch 2 launches.
it's a day one title. Okay, it's a launch title. That's cool. That's a good game for
We're
Switch.
bringing fans together across the world, both on the pitch and on the
EA.
gridiron. We're excited to announce the EA Sports FC will be coming to Nintendo Switch 2. Madden NFL.
We need a ton of deals with
The
game
Switch
companies.
ports of
EA Sports. It's in the game.
no NHL though, just FIFA and Madden.
Hi, I'm Alex.
We don't want to see Hogwarts Legacy. Y'all cancel the DLC. We don't give a shit anymore.
To Nintendo Switch 2.
I bounced off this one pretty quick, actually.
I'm not gonna lie, I got 2 hours in and fucking got so bored. I'm not even kidding, and I love Harry Potter.
Dude, this looks terrible.
I got like 25 hours in.
I just stopped. It just didn't grip me.
No, it was just
I
a
just
bog
kept
standard
looking
Ubisoft
for
game.
ropes, and once I found the rope that I really liked, I shut it off.
Yes.
This is also coming to Switch 1, so this one's not
I'm
surprising.
gonna play the fuck out of this like I did 1 and 2.
Yeah.
I got my PS2 emulator working a couple months ago, and I played Underground 2 again. And I forgot how good Underground 2 was.
It's so good, dude.
Like that's what needs to be remade next is Underground 1 and 2.
Upward and I were just talking about this, like...
Yeah, it's a generational thing.
Yeah, if you weren't born in that generation, you don't give a fuck about this game.
Yeah, no.
But for me, this is the coolest shit. Yeah, that was SpongeBob, dude. Dude! I can go to Bikini Bottom?
That was so wild.
They had already announced that. Oh!
Hello, this is Christian Elverdam from IO Interactive.
Let's go!
We are bringing our flagship title, Hitman World of Assassination.
I heard World of Assassination is a crazy update.
One
to the
of
game.
my favorite games ever made.
Like apparently World of Assassination makes the game completely different.
I got one
World of Assassination is just Hitman 3 rebranded.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, but it makes the game have so much more shit in it. Apparently.
Yeah, it does, as opposed to the first game. But most of those upgrades came in Hitman 2.
Plus, we are excited to bring another familiar agent to the platform.
Oh my god! Oh my fucking god! Oh my god!
James Bond.
Yeah, it's 007.
Oh my god! This has been my most anticipated game for like 4 years.
Dude, Upward, TOS, don't be busting on stream.
Oh, haha, fuck you. Oh my god. Are we just gonna get the same Treya again?
Project 007.
Are we? It's just the same Treya. It's just the same Treya.
Hey, it's still alive, man.
Oh,
it's still alive.
It's just the same Treya. Oh, what a
FF9
ball.
remake, baby. Let's go.
Oh, finally.
Shadow that never fades.
No, this isn't. Fuck.
No.
Bravely Default.
Remastered.
I saw Square and got excited.
Featuring the Brave and Default.
Bravely Default's actually really good.
Help you control the flow of turn-based battles.
I would love a Final Fantasy 8 and 9 remake.
Oh, 8 would be really good too.
Enjoy your adventure with upgraded features and
I didn't like 7, so
I loved it.
With unique ways to play. Square
I was an 8, 9, and 10 kid.
I loved 7 to death, and the remake just made me spend like 200 hours in the remake.
Set foot in Luxembourg as a warrior of light once more.
But I like 6, 7, 8, and 9, and 10.
Oh, let's go Yakuza, baby! Yakuza 0, baby! Now Upward will finally play Yakuza.
No, why would I play it on Switch?
For the love of God, just play it anywhere.
Oh, God.
Yakuza 0 is so fucking good, dude.
Yakuza is such a niche audience.
I'll do it at some point.
So fucking good, dude. Yakuza is so good. I was just in Japan and I knew where shit was.
That's awesome.
I got to Dotonbori and I'm like, I know where all the restaurants are. My brother's like, fuck off. I'm like, no, seriously, we're gonna turn the corner. There's a really good crab place.
Please take a look.
That's so funny.
Dynasty Warriors? Not Dynasty Warriors? What
Triple A Games Studio. Just in case you weren't sure.
When the Zonai, who descended from the heavens, joined hands with the Hylians, who dwelled on
Oh, it's a new,
their union led
it's a new Zelda Warriors game, yeah.
Oh, shit.
Or as I like to call it, 60 hours of my life.
Dynasty Warriors Zelda Edition?
Yeah. Dynasty Warriors Origins is in my top 5 this year.
One which future generations would call
Like, I 100%ed that game twice now.
the imprisoning war.
Oh, we're gonna be part of the imprisoning war.
Perhaps you truly have traveled back in time.
So that's Hyrule Castle.
Oh shit.
Then
Actually, I'm not gonna lie, this is kind of cool.
That's really cool.
You're actually part of the giant war.
And they're doing mainline story stuff in a Warriors game?
You technically lose this war no matter what, but it'd be fun to fight in it.
Yeah, it'd be really cool.
Alright, Zelda, damn.
Is this the last of the Breath of the Wild style Zeldas?
It probably is.
Yeah.
Probably. Hyrule Warriors, Age of Imprisonment.
I'm buying that game, dude. Like, I like Warriors, I like Zelda. So, fuck.
Cool.
That was Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment. It's being developed by Koei Tecmo Games with support from Nintendo. We hope you're looking forward to the untold story of the
Nintendo
imprisoned
and Koei have been doing stuff together now for a
which
long
took place in
time.
Hyrule
Yeah, and I
long
have.
ago.
And now, some news about Nintendo Switch Online. You can continue to enjoy Nintendo Switch Online on Switch 2. And with Nintendo
Slot in a
Switch
GameCube
Online
picture.
Plus
Come on.
expansion pack, you can enjoy a new membership benefit exclusively on
It's
Switch
gonna be
2.
GameCube games, please.
Please take a look at this.
Yes!
Yeah, this has been
Finally.
rumored for a while. Yeah.
Did I call it?
Yeah, you did.
Nintendo Switch
And I just
Online
downloaded a
Plus
GameCube
expansion
emulator. Are we
pack
fucking
will be getting
serious?
A new
Yeah.
classic game library.
It's only gonna have a few games, I bet.
I get to
Nintendo
buy
Switch 2,
Fire Emblem Path of
Nintendo
Radiance
GameCube,
again.
Originally released
I just want to
in
do Chow World
2001.
and
Here are the
Sonic Adventure
titles that
Battle
will be
2.
available at launch. A Legend of Zelda game that looks like a cartoon.
I
come
kind
to
of want to
life
replay
in
Wind
cell
Waker
shading.
now.
Controlling
Aren't
the
you-
wind
do
using
you
a
have a Wii U?
mysterious baton. Link set sail on an adventure
No,
across the
not
great
on me. No, I mean, no, I
the
have one in
Wind
the living
Waker
room, it's just not
remake's on
plugged up.
Switch now, anyway, so.
Oh, hell yeah, Soul Calibur 2 with Link.
The world. A tale of souls and swords.
Fucking love Soul
eternally
Calibur 2.
retold.
But Wind Waker
This
HD is
3D
really good.
Weapons-based fighting game. Each fighter comes equipped with a
Let's
different
go,
weapon.
yeah. I remember
And
buying this back in the
Legend
day.
of Zelda series
They said he entered the fight. Dude, they had a special character per console.
Yeah, you could play as Spawn, dude.
Yeah, it was Spawn, Zelda, and something else. I can't remember who the third one was.
It was the guy from
30
Tekken.
machines. will
Oh,
put
Ryu.
it all on the line in death
No,
races.
what's the dad's name?
Featuring the series
Lightning
first
guy.
machine customization.
F-Zero
Oh.
GX mentioned, let's go.
Get ready to experience F-Zero GX.
I love F-Zero.
F-Zero 99 is
Games
pretty
that
fun.
support multiplayer.
Yeah.
Up to 4 can play
I want
together
another F-Zero.
locally or online. Enjoy these classic
Does this come out
games with
today?
clearer image quality.
It's only on
and
Switch
higher
2.
resolution than the
Are you
original
because the
release.
Switch 2 can only handle a GameCube style?
Yeah, GameCube's the only one that can handle.
Customize them to your liking.
To be fair, Dolphin used to fuck my CPU. Path of Radiance
will be
mentioned,
added
let's
in the
go.
future.
Pokemon Coliseum!
And Gale of Darkness. Both classics.
Nintendo GameCube, Nintendo Classics, the Switch.
Is it
2
actually only for
Game
Switch 2?
library coming to Nintendo
Banger.
Switch
Yeah.
Online Plus expansion.
No
pack.
way, surely
Launches
not.
the same day as the hardware.
Got the Switch
there
2
it
logo
is.
on the top corner.
And a dedicated controller designed after
Hell
the
yeah,
original
bro.
GameCube controller will also be
Fuck
released.
yeah, is it wired?
Our
Will
C
be.
button
No
is going to be fucking
Also
everywhere.
has a C button to quickly access Game Chat.
Honestly, that might be the
The
new best
Nintendo
Smash
GameCube
Brothers
Will
controller
your
right
old
there.
Switch
Exclusively
controllers
available
work
for
on
Nintendo
Switch 2?
Online members will also
Sorry?
be available
Will
the
the old
same
Switch
day as
controllers
Nintendo
work on Switch 2?
I would
Yes.
hope so.
Whether you're familiar with the games or haven't played them
I have a
before,
wired GameCube
we
controller
hope
in
you're
my
looking
PC right
forward to
now.
Nintendo GameCube. Nintendo
Yeah, I was about to say,
Classics.
I got the Switch adapter for the
Of
GameCube
course,
controllers
you
too.
can continue to play select
Also, I
I don't
spent
have the
$500
adapter.
fucking dollars on a
Nintendo
GameCube
Switch
controller.
2.
If I can't use it, I'll be pissed.
Okay, let's see some more games from our publishing and development partners.
Oh my god, more third-party ports. Jesus fuck.
Okay.
I thought it was going to be 1, 2, 3, 4 Switch for a moment.
No, it's Deltarune. Two of my very lonely friends are going off right now.
Undertale's alternate story?
Yeah.
I
It's like
don't
Undertale,
care.
but not.
I didn't even play the original Undertale.
I played it. It was alright. It was a good game.
Yeah, a lot of people said it was like a masterpiece.
Yeah, people said it like changed their life. I'm like, y'all don't play a lot of games. I will say for the guy's first showing, it's really good. Also, the Pope has a copy.
I can't believe that they showed off.
Randy.
Sorry, I'm still thinking about that 007 thing.
Hi, I'm Randy from
Borderlands 4 on Switch.
Borderlands 4, our upcoming
I can't believe they showed off Project 007 with the same trailer they showed 5 years ago.
Borderlands is back.
Yeah, but at least it's not dead.
Loot and shoot
I would really like for them to show the character abilities already.
I'm probably just not gonna play this. I don't care.
Oh, I'm playing this. So it's fun.
Borderlands 4
Borderlands 3 was
I didn't even finish it.
Yeah, I'm just so sick of this formula.
Hi, I'm Dennis Shirk from Firaxis Games.
This is gonna run like
an Nintendo
ass.
Switch 2 edition of Sid Meier's
Civ
Civilization
6
VII.
ran alright.
In Civ 7, you'll establish an empire and guide your
The problem with Civ 7 is all the mechanics.
With the mouse controls, players can enjoy a more intuitive.
Yeah, I
gameplay
have Civ
experience.
on Switch. It's not that bad.
Civ 7 launches on the same day as Switch 2.
Never really got into the
If you already own the
simulators
Nintendo
like
Switch
this.
version, you can experience mouse controls on Switch 2 by purchasing
Yeah,
the
I can
upgrade.
see it. Civ 6 is okay if you want to give it a try.
And we have even more news from 2K.
Oh, I thought they were going to be like, also Crusader Kings 3.
I'm Lionel Jinx.
And I'm Ben Bishop.
Our final announcement for today is that WWE 2K is coming to Nintendo Switch 2.
We got sports
Plus
games.
NBA 2K.
Oh, hell yeah, dude.
We can't wait
Fuck
to
yeah,
see you in
sports.
the ring.
Let's go sports.
It's the same game from last year, just different color.
4 kids find this old tattered man. Off they went armed with nothing but youthful enthusiasm and a profound lack of preparation. Boom!
They've spent way too much time on third-party ports.
What, you don't like 4 kids on Epstein's Island?
Jesus Christ!
Hook, line, and sinker.
My stream froze.
My stream's also froze, yeah.
My stream froze.
To the Japanese stream, I
it
go.
froze because of your joke.
Yeah.
Nicely done.
Yeah, mine is.
That's everything.
I'm gonna see if Nintendo Japan's is fine.
See, this is what AI is used for. Tell me the summary of all the comments that are scrolling through.
Hi.
Is everybody moaning that it's frozen?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's still up on Nintendo UK.
Nintendo UK.
Here's the
I sent it in the chat.
Thank you.
Dodge
Although the guy's British, which is fucking insufferable.
Hey, suck my cock.
Now reloaded in a new 3D art style. You can expect some fancy
Also,
performance
120,000 people on the UK stream.
We're still working on the game. And we're excited to share more with you in the future.
1.2 million on the one we were just on.
Alright, yeah,
That's now frozen.
Yeah, me, switch over. Dude, that's so funny that Nintendo just stopped working in their biggest show.
Shout out to the UK for having their stream so they can have their silly little accent.
I like how the
Fuck
UK
you.
stream has no chat, has chat disabled though.
Yeah. Yeah, they're like, we're not dealing with that shit.
Right. Can the window pop? Can the window pop up?
Hello, my name is Adam Badowski.
CD Projekt Red.
Cyberpunk.
We are delighted
This is gonna run like ass on the
This is
Switch.
gonna run
Nintendo players for the
horrible.
first time. Cyberpunk
So they couldn't make it work on a
2077 is an
PS4, so they made it work on the portable
open-world
PS4?
RPG set in Night City.
Yeah.
Thanks to Nintendo
Okay.
Switch 2,
I will say the
you can
PS5
transport
version's
yourself
like
to the city
flawless.
of dreams at home
Yeah.
or on the go. Get ready to meet unforgettable characters.
I actually just
and
bought it on
discover
PC,
engaging
and
stories
I have not
on
downloaded
Cyberpunk
it.
2077
I was too afraid to get it for
Ultimate
PC because I thought it
Edition
would fry my
comes from Nintendo
3060
Switch 2
Ti.
on launch day.
I have a 4060 Ti. I think it's still gonna melt it. Okay, here's Square. Final Fantasy VII Remake.
Yeah, this has been rumored for a while.
Remake integrated Switch 2. Okay, whatever.
Yep.
I want to hear something about Part 3. Please show me Part 3.
Nah, it's too soon for Part 3. That was
I know, but I
already-
just. I don't know.
Rebirth's apparently also coming, but next year.
Rebirth is so good.
I actually found it quite disappointing.
I love the shit out of it. That's probably because I played 7, 3, or 4, the original 7 so many times through.
I'm a 7 hater, so I have no comment.
I thought you liked the original 7.
I don't hate any Final Fantasy. They all
Yeah,
have
the
their own
original
unique-
the original 7's good. I don't like the remake at all.
I love
But
the remake.
back in the day, Upward, you had your allegiances, even if you liked the game. Hey, Silk Song.
Oh my god, it exists. 2025. Oh shit.
Anyways, you have like allegiances. Even if you like 7, you like 9's better.
That is actually
or 8's
so
better.
funny that they showed off Silk Song for 2 seconds.
Yeah, and people are gonna go crazy over it.
That's honestly funnier than just not showing it at all. Just show it for 2 seconds.
I'm actually excited for
Wild
Wild
Hearts S.
We saw this stuff in the last show. Oh, Puyo Puyo Tetris, though.
Yeah, none of this stuff is doing anything for me.
Another Rune Factory.
Oh yeah, we saw this. That's cool.
Star Wars Outlaws.
This is gonna run very badly. This didn't even
Ubisoft's
run
like,
well on the
please.
PS5.
Please, for the love of God.
I did say that would probably be coming to Switch, though.
Oh, yo, Nobunaga's Ambition? The fuck?
He's not gonna be ambitious for very long when Yasuke gets to him. This one looks cool.
Raido Remastered? I
No, Shadow Yapra.
Raido Remastered? Yeah, I agree. You should
Shadow
play,
Yapra.
you should play Persona.
Shadow Yapra.
Yeah, you should play Persona. I agree.
Fuck you. You know what I meant.
Fortnite, baby.
Fortnite. Yeah, of course it's coming to Switch too. It's on everything.
Professor Layton.
In the new world of Steam.
Steam?
Like
Oh my god, Tamagotchi!
Let's go! Upward did not know what a Tamagotchi was. I had to explain it to him very poorly. I'm like, it's this thing that you would get in trouble with for having at school.
Yeah.
Switch 2.
Now show me Fire Emblem.
たくさんのタイトルをご紹介してきましたが、
that's debatable.
次がソフトメーカーさんの最後のタイトルになります。
One Yas third party game. Okay, what is it?
Not Fire Emblem.
Is it Resident Evil
Bloodborne?
9? No way, it's Bloodborne.
Nah, come on. Let me hope.
It's kind of giving me Resident Evil vibes. Although I feel like Sony would probably have that.
I give you my blood. I give you.
Is it Vampire the Masquerade?
Turn, O wheel, and transport him to a night of moonlight. To
Is that Dishonored?
Dusk.
No, I thought it was for a second.
Oh, I would have flipped shit if he just all of a sudden revived that shit.
Talking about Blood and Night and Dusk. I just miss Bloodborne now.
What the fuck is this?
It's Bloodborne Goddamn 2, baby. It's fucking Bloodborne.
No.
This is fucking Bloodborne. I fucking knew it.
Oh my god.
I fucking knew it.
This is not
fucking
2.
Bloodborne,
This is
dude.
not 2, is
This
it?
is fucking Bloodborne 2.
There's no way.
Let's go.
There's no way.
This is fucking Bloodborne 2. He's got a gun. It looks depressing.
If they
This
do
is fucking
Bloodborne 2
Bloodborne 2.
announcement on fucking Switch 2, I'm gonna lose my
This is
shit.
fucking Bloodborne 2. I'm telling you right now.
Did they buy the IP back from Sony?
They talked about blood. It looked depressing. This is Bloodborne 2.
I'm guessing it's a new IP.
Now, that
It's a new IP, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, but this is futuristic version of Bloodborne. It's got the same style. Come on, this is fucking Bloodborne. It's got to be.
I think it's a new IP.
The guns, the weapons.
I think it's a new IP.
Yeah, this is Born Blood.
Oh my god!
This is fucking Bloodborne.
This gameplay was sick.
Oh man, this is gonna be so fucking good. This could be so fucking good. Oh yeah, no, you got a thing creeping around the sewers. Lots of leather.
Close your eyes and contemplate now the moon, as befits the soon.
You got a gat?
I pray that you are able.
This is Bloodborne.
Of blood.
Turn into a dinosaur?
Yeah, you can turn into a dinosaur because it's based.
These weapons.
Yeah, I don't think this is Bloodborne. It's a new IP, but it's probably kind of a spiritual successor.
Talking about Moon Tears.
Flow for one.
Yeah, no, this is Bloodborne.
One alone.
The Dusk Bloods.
Nope, new IP.
Yeah, because they probably just don't have
They
the
don't
IP
have
to
the, they don't
Bloodborne.
have the Bloodborne IP now. I mean, that's cool, but even if I ever play it, I would not play it on Switch, so...
It's a game of the fucking generation right there, boyo.
26.
Okay, is what it is.
Only on Switch too.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Okay, apparently I am playing on Switch!
That is the Switch's version of goddamn Bloodborne.
完全新作タイトルです。どのようなゲームなのかについて
Okay. I
は
want to bet Sony said no.
クリエイターズボイス
I
を
bet
公
Sony
開しま
said
すの
no.
で、ぜひご覧ください。
From was like, fine, fuck you.
Or Elden Ring just did so good that Nintendo was like, make a game for us so they can do just as good.
Now it doesn't take
now,
place
now it's gonna be
your
first party
fan
stuff.
base.
Now
Like
it's
make a
first
game
party.
like that. Let's just, you know, bring your fans over to this console.
Yeah. No more Yarnum. Now we're in Marwai.
ご覧いただいた以外にも、Nintendo Switch 2に向けて多くのゲーム開発を進めていた
So
だ
it
い
looks
てい
like
ます。
Bloodborne of vampire powers, pretty
今後
much.
もたくさんのタイトルをご紹介していきますので、お楽しみに。
Pretty much, yeah.
But like
続いて
actually
は
good.
こちらの映像をご
I'll
覧く
still
ださ
play
い。
it. I
Alright,
just wish it
first
wasn't
party
only on
stuff, let's
Switch.
go.
Please be fire. It's Smash Brothers. It's the new Smash.
Oh, okay. I don't care.
Yeah, because
Kirby?
that's a Kirby star. Kirby's also always the first thing shown in a Smash game.
It's Smash, yeah.
Or this is a new Mario.
This had been rumored for a while.
One of the two.
They'll end the show
Yeah.
with a new Mario, I bet.
I think new Smash is bigger.
Punch that star.
Yeah, but new Smash isn't gonna have a wow factor that a new Mario has.
I always like the sound effect for that star.
Yeah, it's very pleasing. Oh no, it's a new Kirby Air Ride.
I actually like Air Ride.
And now I've gone from don't care to still don't care.
Yeah, it's a new Kirby Air Ride.
I just want the open city map again.
Unless at the very end, Marth cleaves him in half. No, it's Air Ride.
Riders.
Yeah, Air Riders.
Air Riders.
Masahiro Sakurai. Yeah.
Oh shit. I mean, he was gonna be making something.
Oh yeah, he's been silent for a couple of years now.
Yeah, it was 20 years ago. That's just old.
Oh man, I'm old. I remember getting that for my birthday.
That explains why I didn't know what the fuck you were talking about.
カービィのエアライダーにぜひご期待ください。
Yeah, Upward was just a thought back then. That's
最
weird.
後の映像となります。ご覧ください。
Fuck you. Is this?
This is Mario.
It might be.
Conker's Bad Fur Day 2.
Microsoft only
Dude,
got
this is
FIFA.
Conker's Bad Fur Day too. That'd be so funny.
I would cry laughing.
Microsoft don't know.
If Microsoft developed a Switch exclusive game, to be
They would
honest,
never do
that'd be
it.
very
They would never
fucking
do
funny. No, this is a new goddamn Donkey Kong. This is a new Donkey Kong. In the style of the rare Donkey Kong games, I'm guessing.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Is he voiced by Seth Rogen? Yeah, that's sick.
Oh wow.
Okay, so you're just jacked.
You can terraform the fucking game.
Yeah. It's got better destruction physics than the last Battlefield.
Fuck you, man.
Am I wrong?
No, and that's why fuck you.
Like, this looks sick. So now I definitely gotta buy a Switch too.
So it's a 3D Donkey Kong. Alright, yeah, this is cool.
And at the end, Marth cleaves him in half, and it's a new Smash, or no? Okay. No.
They're probably gonna wait till the Switch 2 releases to announce Smash.
Yeah. Well, there's a tournament soon, and the second game hasn't been announced for it. So they just have Smash Ultimate and another one. People are like, "What's the other one?"
Donkey Kong Bonanza.
It's like Mario Odyssey. With Donkey Kong.
Oh shit.
ご覧いただいたのは
3D platforming
ド
action
ンキー
game.
コングの新しい 3D アクションゲーム
That game looks bonanza, baby.
唯一無二のパワーで敵も
I'm glad they finally figured out how to make Donkey Kong work in 3D, and it's just make him jacked.
詳細は改めてお伝えしますのでお楽しみに。詳細は改めてお伝えしますのでお楽しみに。改めてになりますが。
So one more game, I'm guessing it's been an hour already.
And it's Fire Emblem.
If there is actually no 3D Mario, that's an automatic, like, wow. So what's the price? We're only gonna get the UK price here, aren't we? Because we're on the UK stream. Yeah,
so you get a game with this console.
There's two versions.
ダイレクト終了後に公開する公式ホームページをご覧ください。
So they're not going to announce the price.
今回お伝えする内容は以上になります。
They're not going to announce the
発売
price.
までもうしばらくお待ちいただくことになりますが、Nintendo Switch 2を皆さんにご体験いただけることを今からとても楽しみにしています。
最後までご覧いただきありがとうございました。
ありがとう。
Wait, is there? No.
That's it, baby.
No way. No way. I figured there'd be like one more thing. So we did not see the new Mario. What the fuck?
They had Donkey Kong, man. A 3D Donkey Kong is more impressive to me than a 3D Mario right now.
They just released Wonder. Like not even.
Yeah, that wasn't that wasn't 3D though. We haven't had a 3D Mario since 2017.
But that was still the main Mario team.
That is gigantically disappointing to me. That was like the one thing I was really.
Wait, Odyssey came out in 17.
Yes, it's 8 years ago.
Good God.
We're old, Steven.
Dude, I just feel like 2017 feels like 3 or 4 years away, not 8.
Yeah. 2017 was 2 years ago, okay?
Somebody said something about 2016, and I was like, that's not that far ago. Like, that's almost 10 years. And I was like, what?
Yeah. Dude, I was having a conversation about something that happened in 2012.
So what's the price?
That was 13 years ago.
What is the price?
They're not telling you. It's probably going to be $400.
According to the leaks, 500 Canadian, so 400 US.
That's what I thought.
Okay, 400 US is probably the cheapest I could see it being. I was worried it'd be like 500 US. Although, is that going to be the bundle with... What's the Switch 2 bundle going to be? Probably 450 for the one with the...
Yeah.
MK9.
That's how much the Xbox 360 cost. $400.
Yeah, that's true.
I am so disappointed that we didn't see the new 3D Mario.
The GameCube was only $200.
That is like...
The GameCube is really inexpensive.
I'm actually shocked we didn't see that.
And PS2 was $300.
The Mario Kart looks cool. That's probably the game of the show for me. We didn't get a release date for Metroid either.
Yeah.
No, we didn't. I assume it's this year.
Yeah, they said just to 2025.
As long as it's just a complete game and not shit, I'll be happy. Because it's just been delayed so much at this point.
Okay. Here's what I'm going to say about the show. By a pretty big margin, probably the best direct we've had in, like, over probably years. Probably since COVID.
Yeah.
But I'm still disappointed because I expected better.
How? That was fantastic.
I thought it was a very disappointing direct. There were a few things that interested me. There was Mario Kart, there was the Donkey Kong game, but there was way too many third-party stuff, and we didn't see Mario, and that was like the one thing, we have to see Mario, and we didn't see it.
Oh, we got a 3D Donkey Kong. That's more important to me than a new Mario.
It's cool, but it's not like crazy.
When did the last 3D Donkey Kong game come out? I'll give you a hint. It was on the N64.
I think it was the N64 one, yeah.
Yeah. And
so
that game is like, still to this day,
Dust Bloods
the most beloved.
A multiplayer game. I wonder if it's going to be like Elden Ring Night Rain, or if it's going to be like a live service, or what.
Is that from their site, or?
Yeah, it's from
Night
Nintendo.
Rain?
Nintendo UK.
Does it just have co-op, and that's what they're saying?
I don't know. It just said it's a multiplayer game. That's all they said.
Huh.
For what?
I feel like a lot of people are going to be very
For
disappointed
the
with
Duskbloods.
The Duskbloods?
Yeah. I'm guessing it's like, because they said Elden Ring was a multiplayer game.
Genuinely, if it is 500 US, I might not buy one at launch. Not if there's no new Mario.
I will probably buy it at launch if it's like 400 or less.
I'm also going to be in the process of
if it's
moving
300 or
in
less.
early June. So it's a very difficult release time to have something ordered to be shipped, because
I'm going to buy it day one.
I mean, I will say that the Donkey Kong game is cool, right? It's fun, it's cool. But Donkey Kong, Mario Kart, Metroid, the brief 3-second snippet of Project 007 doesn't count because it showed nothing new. That was actually probably the biggest disappointment of the entire show for me. Is, oh yeah, Project 007, it still exists, but we're not going to show you anything. Beyond that, there wasn't much. The
New
basketball
Kirby Air
game,
Riders.
the basketball one was cool. They spent a very long time on like different Switch features, which are kind of cool, but they're stuff that we had years ago on other platforms. I still can't believe that whole Welcome Tour thing is a paid digital-only game. If that's more than like $10, they're taking the piss. Yeah, man.
Of the third-party, like, kind of port stuff that they showed, Street Fighter 6 is the biggest one there. So I'm pretty sure Street Fighter 6 right now
none
is
of the
still
ports do
exclusive,
anything
right?
for me. I told you this on the pod, man. It just none of the ports count.
But we got Hyrule Warriors, we got Duskblood,
Hyrule Warriors. That's
Kirby.
another one. Yeah, Hyrule Warriors. I don't care for Kirby or for Duskblood.
Kirby looks so good. Deltarune apparently is very popular according to my feed right now.
Well, yeah,
People are losing their
very popular.
shit.
I mean, I know people love FromSoft games, so the Duskbloods is going to be big for them, but again, it doesn't do anything for me.
It was doing something for me until it was Switch 2 only, and I think that's where I kind of was like,
Well, if they got games running at 60 FPS on the Switch too,
but
as long as it runs at 60 FPS, it's fine.
For me, when it comes to Souls games, I need like every advantage.
Yeah,
so
for
if like at any point the frames drop or at any point it lags, I don't
that
wanna
is a
play
big
on
concern.
that.
I agree.
That's where I'm like, I would rather Elden Ring, even on Elden Ring on PS5 had its moments, but it's like I need it to run smooth, or else it's going to be not only already frustrating, but piss me off frustrating. That's my only concern.
I ended up plugging in my Xbox to my computer monitor because it was 1440p, and Elden Ring ran better. By like, there's just like those just little times it would lag, and I would just get murked. And I'm like, I need to stop playing on this big TV. I need to go to something smaller.
Yeah,
something less resolution.
So I'm excited for Duskbloods. I think I'm a little burned by it just because I'm like, we both thought it was Bloodborne 2, and then it's like Duskbloods, and it's like, oh, it's Bloodborne Light.
If Bloodborne 2 ever happens, Sony would be showing it off, not Nintendo.
If it ever happens, I will have to leave my room screaming because I'll be finally happy.
He did the pose,
dude,
though, at the
I
end.
know.
What's that
So like
thing?
this is Bloodborne just without the name.
Yeah. I will scream if they ever release Bloodborne 2 and Sunset Overdrive 2.
We'll never get a
49,000 yen.
Well, Insomniac now owns the IP.
449.
There's a high chance.
449, 499 for the bundle.
449.
449.
That's
Yes.
not bad. That's not bad.
No wonder they didn't want to say it.
That's 650 Canadian dollars.
Oh, fuck off. Is that for the bundle or for the...
That's 449.
That's the base. Yeah, okay, I don't think I'm buying it. Not day one.
That's
a lot of money.
That's like 2 days of work. That's a lot.
$449 for a Switch is actually more crazy to me than $700 for a PS5 Pro. In all honesty, that is a harder sell for me.
Like $800.
The PS6 is gonna be 1,000 Canadian, dude.
I feel like nobody's gonna buy
the PS5 Pro was 1,000 Canadian.
Yeah, like our dollar's so bad. Oh my god.
Dude, don't even talk about y'all's dollar when our government's fucking collapse.
Nintendo never sell their games.
Yeah, but at least you don't get paid a monopoly money.
That's true.
Nintendo never sell their hardware at a loss. They never had. They never have. So I knew it was going to be at least $400. But the Switch 1 was $299.
Yeah, Switch was super affordable compared to the other
$299,
time.
and that was a big part of why it was so successful. I do not think it's going to sell that well at $500. I mean, that's the same price the PS5 launched at.
I think a lot of parents, for the first year or two, are going to probably not get their kids the Switch 2 if they already have a Switch 1, and then when it gets to a point, they'll get the Switch 2.
Maybe.
But it's not going to be June 5th, 2025. They might wait till Christmas, and there should be a higher chance for more buyers then. But like even then, some parents are gonna be like, "You already have a Switch," because they don't know the difference.
Yeah, it's like when you try to convince your mom to get you a Super Nintendo.
Yeah.
You're like, "Mom, it's 16-bit." She's like, "What the fuck does that mean?"
You already got
I
Nintendo,
had no idea.
bro. And it's like, "But I want to play the new games." It's like, "Well, you can wait." And it's like, "Okay."
I will say, I saw this coming as soon as I saw people getting mad over the PS5 Pro price. Because the reason
pricing?
the PS5 Pro was so expensive is because of how pricey it is to get chips at the moment. So Nintendo were going to run into the same issue. Nintendo were always going to run into the same issue.
Isn't that
They
supposed to
showed
change?
off like 2 seconds of Silk Song, and it's trending on Twitter.
Oh, probably, yeah.
And it's trending above like most other games.
I told you that would happen, yeah.
The whole chat was just apparently going crazy.
It is $333 US equivalent in Japan.
300. Sorry, what?
333 equivalent US dollars in Japan. But it's $449 in the US.
Makes sense.
Fuck off. Fuck right off.
Analysts predict that AI chip shortages could persist into 2025 and 26 now that there's a surge demand for AI chips.
Yeah, it's AI that's caused the price of consoles to go up. It's AI. Because everybody's buying chips.
Like not even doing half the shit we need it to, so.
It can Ghibliify a photo for me, that's about it. It helps me with emails.
And it's AI is in such a weird place, like we're not even regulating it like we need to.
Nah, not at all.
It should be there to help you fill in blanks, not for you there to create the entire fucking thing for you.
Well, that's the funniest thing about fucking Elon Musk. He does this wild shit, and I disagree with him on so many things. And he's like, "We need to regulate AI." I'm like, "Where the fuck did that come from?"
He has a good idea every once in a bit, surrounded by a huge garbage pile. And then when you ask him, "Well, how do you want to get there?" he re-shows you the garbage pile, and you're like, "Well, fuck your ideas then, bro. If you really think this is the only way to get there."
It's £395. British pounds.
Okay, that's like what, 80
512 US dollars.
Okay.
So it is over 500 US dollars in the UK. What is Canada's pricing going to be?
Why does the US get it cheaper?
They did that with the PS5 Pro as well, actually. So what is what is the price in Canada? It's going to be at least $5.99, I bet.
That Dustblood game is directed by Miyazaki.
Interesting.
Of course.
So where is the where's the Canadian price? I don't think anybody's got it yet. Nintendo Canada price.
He's probably gonna say Dustbloods is a love letter to Bloodborne fans.
There's a placeholder that was a couple of months ago. It says $4.99, but I bet that's a couple of months ago. So, $4.49 is a lot. That is more expensive than the PS5 was at launch. The digital PS5 is $3.99.
Yeah, but to be fair, I'll play it more than my PS.
Yeah, I'm the opposite though. I only play the Switch for exclusives, so.
Okay, so apparently this GameCube controller, first off, it's notched. Interesting. Like more than normal, but you can also just use it generally. It's just USB-C. So you can just plug it into anything. Huh. Maybe the Switch game all along was actually just Melee, the Switch. It's Melee on the Switch, and kids are gonna go crazy.
Oh, there's a new post on Nintendo of Canada. Oh, it's just Donkey Kong Bonanza.
New post.
Limited time. The Mario Kart World bundle was a limited time production, so that's gonna be hard to get.
It's a download too. It's not even a.
Yeah, that's just the way the world's going, innit?
Yeah, like.
But yes, the reason the PS5 Pro and the Switch 2 are so expensive is AI. AI has caused a big surge in demand for chips, so they're more expensive because of market forces.
Okay, so Deltarune, all 4 chapters are launch title. Apparently, it's a really big deal. I have not played Deltarune.
Cyberpunk is a launch title.
I mean, yeah. Why not?
Interesting.
I think the mouse feature is still the coolest thing they showed.
So it's a brand new multiplayer game by From Software, the Dustbloods. I wonder what type of multiplayer. Is it just going to be like Elden Ring but in co-op, or is it going to be Elden Ring Night Rain? Because I know people are not enjoying Night Rain.
I think. Wait, is Night Rain out?
They had the beta.
I haven't seen anything about it, but yeah, Nintendo Europe, a brand new multiplayer title from the periods of Dark Souls and Elden.
So it's a multiplayer game, but exclusive to the Switch. That's like the worst possible outcome.
But I'm wondering if it's multiplayer in the sense that when they announced Elden Ring, they said it's a multiplayer game.
I mean, it is, yeah.
It is and isn't. Like, you can still just play it solo.
It is.
Night Rain is only multiplayer.
Yes, I know. Well, you can play it solo, but it's designed for multiplayer.
Did the pose. I'm calling this fucking Bloodborne 2. Also, that is just Yharnam Bridge in the trailer. I'm rewatching the trailer right now. That's the tower, that's the bridge,
So the only launch title that Nintendo has is Mario Kart, Donkey Kong and GI, and everything else is later.
They got Mario Kart.
Yeah, I said Mario Kart. So Mario Kart in June, Donkey Kong and GI, and
all the
Drag
updates
X
that they
Drive
did to...
and Metroid Prime 4 later in the year.
Yeah, and they did all the
I can't believe they didn't show the new 3D Mario. I'm stunned about that. I figured that was a given.
I think Donkey Kong's a bigger reveal.
No.
Yeah, I do.
It's cool, but it's not a new 3D Mario. It's different. The fact I haven't heard anything about the price in Canada makes me think we're about to get shafted up the asshole.
It's not even going to release in Canada. Wii 1 is trending.
Wii 1?
Yeah, and it's just people posting whatever game they liked from the Direct with hashtag Wii 1. A lot of Kirby Air Riders.
I'm very concerned about... Nintendo of Canada has put out a post saying that the date, but they don't have a price. Nobody has a price yet.
they show off Enter the Gungeon 2 and I missed it because
it was during the rapid fire segment, I think.
Oh, because the stream froze and we had to switch over. That's awesome.
Is Steven still here?
I'm not sure.
He's just been quiet for a while.
I'm just listening to y'all. I'm looking at the notes. I'm like Googling stuff and reading.
Yeah, I got the list of games here that was announced. Enter the Gungeon 2 is pretty sweet. I like the first one a lot. It's a good show.
Yeah, like I said, I'm in two minds about it, because I think it's by a pretty big margin the best Direct we've had in a very long time. There were a few games that interested me, like Mario Kart, the basketball one, and Donkey Kong. But no 3D Mario is a massive BO for me.
Well, it's like this Direct was aimed at me because they're like, our big exclusive that we're showing off that nobody's seen
is
a From Software game.
Yeah, which like I said, it does nothing for me. So,
but Donkey Kong is so sick.
Donkey Kong is cool.
That's awesome. Donkey
Kong is cool, but it's not a crazy one for me. It's cool. Like I said, my bar for this was Mario Kart, Metroid, and 2 surprises that interested me. That would count as a surprise that interested me. And I'll give it to the basketball game as well. So it just fell short on Mario. But that is a huge thing to fall short on for me. And again, it makes me wonder what the fuck they've been doing for the past 8 years!
Well, what's the main Mario team?
Did the main Mario team make Wonder? I don't think they did. I thought it was a spin-off, but maybe...
I think they did make Wonder.
I don't think so, if I recall. Shiro Muri directed Wonder. Okay, and who directed Odyssey? Kenta Motakura. Motakura and produced by Koizumi and Hayashida. No. Hayashida made Wonder, but the rest of them didn't.
What's Hayashida made sense?
Well, he made Wonder, but the others did not make Wonder.
No, I mean like for Odyssey, the Odyssey team.
Yoshiaki Koizumi. What's he made? He was a creative executive on the Mario Brothers movie. Okay.
Main director
Kenta Motakura
of Mario. He did.
You mean Kenta Motakura?
3D and All Stars, and that
3D All Stars.
Super Mario 3D World.
The Switch port of 3D World. So surely they're working on it.
Yeah.
Because they haven't been doing much.
But I'm guessing they're going to show it off later. Because pretty much everything they announced...
90 euros for physical games! Mario Kart World is $80 for the digital and $90 for the physical.
So that's what, $130 Canadian?
Yeah, fuck off, Nintendo. You're taking the piss. I'm not buying one. No. Not buying one. This is a piss take. $80 US for digital games. $90 for physical.
People keep saying that Grand Theft Auto is going to be $100 US.
They have been saying that, and we're probably going to get it.
Why are they charging y'all more for physical? That's so ridiculous.
Technically, that does make sense, actually, because it does cost money to make stuff.
I just miss the days of when you bought the digital, you bought the same. It's the same price.
Yeah, I miss the days when sometimes the digital was a little cheaper.
How? This is such a tone deaf thing. Like the console, fine, right? The console, I get it. Fucking AI chip shortages, but to have the console be more expensive and the games be more expensive in this economy.
I just don't even need AI in my chips.
I know, but it's just AI companies. But it's not AI in the chips. It's that AI companies are buying chips to make AI.
Oh, got you.
That's
I thought it was like there was a new type of chip with AI incorporated in it, and that's the new standard.
They need the processing power.
They didn't show off any DLSS because there were rumors that it would be DLSS.
I assumed everything was running with DLSS.
I don't know.
No,
when they
man.
announced
we're in 2025 and 120 been talked about since the early 2000s, and we're just now probably even getting close to it.
Yeah.
But yeah, $80 US, because $80 US. I mean, games are already $90 Canadian and when they're 70 US, that'll probably be 100, probably 110, probably 110 actually, given our current.
Yeah, so yeah, the Canadian game will be $110 plus tax. Here in Ontario, it's 13%.
Jesus.
$6.29 for the Switch 2 in Canada. $6.99 for the bundle.
Yeah.
That's the away. I'm sorry, this is gonna sell awful. The hardcore will buy it, but casuals are not picking it up at that price.
It is still a Nintendo console.
I feel like
yeah, but Nintendo has only sold well because it's been affordable. It won't be on discount for a couple of years yet. They never do discount year one.
If it doesn't sell well, they're gonna have to do a discount for Christmas.
No, because
they
won't sell it at a loss.
3DS.
They never sold the 3DS at a loss.
They released the 3DS and then not even a year later they had to drop the price.
I think it had already gone down, so it wasn't at a loss then. No, the production cost. Yeah, straight up DOA. Dead on arrival.
Yeah. The 3DS went from $250 to $170 5 months later.
Damn.
Okay. I feel like something like that might have to happen, but then again, I just don't think they'd be willing to sell at a loss, because Nintendo has never sold hardware at a loss.
Nintendo can sell something at a loss.
They've never done it. They've never done it. They always sell their consoles at profit. That's why the Switch 1 is so trash in terms of hardware.
Well, at the time it was fine.
So what is... No, it was outdated from day one.
No, it was fine.
So the Canadian price is actually slightly better than the US price. It's about $10 cheaper than the straight exchange rate. So we're getting a slightly better deal. But no, I disagree.
Just fly to Japan. Just buy it there.
The Switch 1 was not much more powerful than the Xbox 360, and this was 2017.
Yeah, it was handheld and it ran the games.
It didn't. It was, dude. Like that Witcher 3 port on Switch. That was like a few months in. That was already terrible.
Yeah, that was brutal, wasn't it?
Yeah, no, it was underpowered from day one. But it was $299, and that's why it sold.
There was another Switch port they released that was straight ass. Mortal Kombat.
Yes, that was more recent. No, that was 2020.
They released it and it was fucking terrible.
Yep. Dude, it's $629. That is more than the Xbox Series X on day one.
I think if I got a PC, I just don't buy consoles day one if they're 500 and over. Or if they're over 500.
True. Honestly, you can probably wait a few months, it might drop.
I think that is very hard for me to justify.
Pre-orders are April 9th.
Well, I don't think it's going to be that hard to buy one.
Man, Silk Song is all over the timeline. God damn, it was like 5 seconds, people.
Didn't they announce it was day one on Game Pass the last time they showed it off, which was like 3 years ago now?
Yeah, it is still day one on Game Pass.
Cool.
I can't believe they showed off a Bravely Default remaster instead of like FF9. But the Bravely Default thing is also coming to Xbox, PlayStation, and PC, I think.
They showed Final Fantasy VII Remake on Switch 2, but did not announce it for Xbox.
Yeah.
I wonder if that's Sony just being dicks about
I'm gonna
it.
grab a drink real quick.
Right,
or I wonder if that's Microsoft showing it off at their next thing.
Maybe they will. Maybe they'll have like a partner preview soon or something.
Yeah, they're gonna be like, you can now play this mid-game.
I did actually like Remake. I still think Remake's a good game. But Rebirth.
Yeah, $629.99, $699 for the bundle.
Fuck me, 80. You know that everybody else is gonna follow now. That Nintendo are doing 80.
People do follow Nintendo pricing.
No, I mean even on like Xbox. Like now that Nintendo's doing it, I bet GTA 6 will be 100. That's probably
that's what I mean. It's like when Nintendo ups the price of something and it sells a bunch, everybody follows.
Well, I don't think this is gonna
I remember they started selling their controllers at like $60 because I don't know if you remember back in the day, a controller was like $20. And as soon as Nintendo put the Wiimote and Nunchuck to 60, it was $65. Everybody's like, all right, controllers are now $65.
I
remember 360 controllers when I first bought my 360 were $30, and by the end of the 360's lifespan, they were $50. It's the same controller.
So $699 plus 13% tax is 789 Canadian dollars, and that does include Mario Kart. It does include Mario Kart, but 789 Canadian dollars to play Mario Kart and Donkey Kong and basically nothing else. I can't justify that. I'm sorry. Not
average,
especially given I am moving this summer. I am moving this summer. That is going to be very expensive and very stressful.
The average paycheck in Canada every 2 weeks is about $2,500. So you're basically committing a good chunk of your paycheck to a Switch.
Yeah. I can't justify that. I'm sorry. I can't. I don't think I'm going to be buying one.
I'm buying one because I can afford it.
Yeah, but I just bought a PS5 Pro.
Yeah, but I mean, like, if somebody had just purchased something, like, they're not going to buy it.
Look, I'll end up impulse buying it at some point. But I cannot justify placing a pre-order on this. Not until we see the new 3D Mario. Not until we see, like, big stuff. Because, like...
I think that this thing's going to have what I call the PlayStation effect, where I purchased it, and then I just didn't play it for a long time. And I think it'll be like, I'll buy the Switch, and I probably won't even play it until Donkey Kong comes out.
You mostly game on PC, don't you?
I game a lot on PC. I game a lot on my Switch 1.
It's a shame, because I actually did kind of want to play Mario Kart. But I'm going to end up getting FOMO.
Well, here's the fun thing. If you do buy Switch and you don't get the bundle, I could just send you my copy of Mario Kart. Maybe that's why they did the game sharing thing, because they're cranking up the price.
And of course, the welcome tour thing is also paid, by the way, so that's also extra. They're charging for a tech demo. Jesus.
Oh my god.
So they increase the price of the games, but at the same time, they come out with one of the best game sharing systems I've ever seen.
I mean, that shit pisses me off about the Steam library. Like, they have a Steam family thing, but you can't even play the same fucking game as the person.
Yeah, it's a little strange. But at the same time, like, if I play, like, I used this example before, but, like, I like a lot of weird RPG shit. So if I finish it and I go, like, Upward, you should totally play this game, and I just keep sending it to him to piss him off, that's peak.
You could be
wakes
an
up
asshole.
every day. Yeah, he wakes up every day. He's like, why do I have 7 Fire Emblem games? What the fuck?
Right.
Well, like, just play one, man.
The cool thing is that I probably would I only ever use my Switch for exclusives, so... Which is why I find it hard to
I only use
justify.
consoles for exclusives.
I'm at the point where I basically use consoles for exclusives. Unless it's like...
I've been there for a minute.
A game that I think is, in my mind, a console game, like Dynasty Warriors, I would never play that on PC. I don't know why.
Did they show Final Fantasy VIII, or is this a typo?
They did not show 8.
They did not. They showed Bravery Default. It just so happens that the
Tech
Bravely
Radar
Default
article that you
characters...
sent me says Final Fantasy VIII, but I think it's a typo.
Unless they just leaked something.
No, because
Like,
they don't yes Final Fantasy VII Remake, so that's probably what it was.
If the Final Fantasy VIII Remake is just Final Fantasy VII Remake, I'll be disappointed.
Yeah.
Like, remember the fun times of Final Fantasy VIII? We got rid of all that shit. Here's your real-time combat.
Yeah.
Okay,
to be fair, I actually thought that the combat in Remake and Rebirth was excellent. The problem that I had, particularly with Rebirth, was its pacing.
Oh fuck, Val Kilmer died.
Yeah, he died last night. I saw that. Terrible.
Oh, holy shit. That makes me sad. I love Val Kilmer.
So GTA 6 is 100% going to be $100, right?
Oh yeah, it's going to be $100.
I'm glad I never got so invested in GTA.
It's going to sell like hotcakes at any price.
I've never been a Grand Theft Auto kid.
Me either. I just never really cared.
So it's going to be $90 for physical Switch 2 games.
It was one of those things. I don't know, Steven, if you went through this when you were young. Like, my mom was like, you could play whatever you want, no Grand Theft Auto. That was like one rule.
That was my mom too. She's like, I don't give a fuck if you play Gears of War. It's better than Grand Theft Auto. And I was like, I don't get what you mean by that. When I got older, I was like, I get it now.
Yeah, and then but by the time I finally played Grand Theft Auto, I remember I got Grand Theft Auto 5 on release. I was so excited. I played it for like 3 hours. I'm like, this game fucking sucks.
That's the same thing I did. I played it and I was like, y'all really went ham over a fucking life simulator where you get to shoot people and drive a car? I could do this in other games with fantasy weapons. Like, I just didn't.
Yeah. I was like, man, we really went crazy over this?
Yep.
I remember like walking upstairs and my mom was like, you know, how's your new game? And I'm like, I actually hate it. I'm gonna go return it.
Did you actually return it?
I did.
Wow.
I did. It's one of 3 games that I returned shortly after buying it. The other one is what's the new Horizon game? Not Zero Dawn, the new one.
Forbidden West.
Lost Frontier.
Forbidden West or whatever?
Forbidden West, yeah.
I thought you finished Forbidden West.
I did, but it wasn't my copy.
Oh, okay.
I returned my copy. I ended up finishing it like a year later. I was like, man, this is terrible.
I haven't even started it yet.
It was Halo 4. Halo 4 I played. I'm like, this game fucking sucks.
Yeah, I didn't care for 4.
I ended up purchasing it again later down the line just to complete my collection, but to this day, like, Halo 4 is my most hated Halo game.
I replayed through 1, 2, 3 ODST. I did the whole Master Chief collection with one of my friends who's never played Halo. And I'll be dead ass honest. Halo's story is so fucking basic after you go back and play it again. You're like, why did I think this shit was so grandeur? It was just because it was in space.
The Switch 2 Pro controller is $80 US.
Did you ever read the books?
No, I could not get into them with how they fucking made everything military code. I was like, this is not for me.
Sorry, what books are you talking about?
The Halo one.
series.
Oh, yeah.
Because I read those when I was young. I bought Halo 1 and 2 in like 2005.
Mm-hmm.
That's when I got into it. And then I was playing it. I really liked it. And I was at Chapters here in Canada. And I saw First Strike, The Flood, and another one as a bundle.
They have Chapters in America, don't they?
Did they?
I assume so. Do they have Chapters in America?
Not Chapters, but there's definitely different bookstores.
Oh, okay. Probably like Barnes & Noble and some shit.
Barnes & Noble is the only one that exists. Books A Million and all that shit is gone.
There's a fucking giant Barnes & Noble across from my family's place in New York. But yeah, I like purchased those books and I own every Halo book. The new ones are dog shit, but the old ones are still they still kind of hold up. Especially First Strike. First Strike holds up.
My screenwriting teacher told me that if I need to watch a movie and TV show and read books to understand a story, that it's too convoluted and ridiculous for me to do it in the first place. And I was like, I can agree with that, because I shouldn't have to, like, I just the video games, I shouldn't be playing a trilogy and then have to read a book series to understand it or get into it. And it's like, I should be able, this should all be included in the main form, or you need to do a good job to get me hooked to then go read the books. Like, everything should be helping each other expand off of that. But the books eclipsed the games, because the games, if you go back and play them, are basic. And that pissed me off, because I was a huge Halo fan. So after getting through 1 through 3, I was like, 1 through 3 is really fucking basic. It's just main character aura farming the whole time. And then
Chief aura farms so hard.
The whole time. And you're like, okay.
So hard.
And then you do cool shit, but it's like, the whole time people are dying and shit. Like, you could have done more. And then
at the end of the first mission in Halo 2, when he's like, I'm going to give the Covenant back their bomb. I'm like, dude, what the fuck?
And it was cool as shit. But then now you're like a speeding bullet towards another ship and you survive. What the fuck? It was cool. But then the rest of the game was like, okay, fight. And then it got cool moment, okay fight. And it's like y'all should have filled in these moments with much bigger fucking things. But again, video games, early 2000s, they couldn't do all that maybe. But
well, it's funny because the new biggest problem with the new Halo stories is that they keep wrapping them up in books and comics, and I'm like, this is horrible.
Mm-hmm.
Like the story of Halo 4, 5, and Infinite is now wrapped up in the comics.
Assassin's Creed Syndicate.
Yep, I think cross media to wrap a story is
terrible
lazy and ridiculous.
Terrible.
I think it's they need to be helping each other expand and create different things for themselves, so you get into different modes and different stories and different universes, or expanding off of what you saw in the game or something, instead of being like, hey, this fills in the blanks, by the way, because then the rest, then 80% who didn't read the books are going to just be moving on without the answer.
The MCU is going into this problem with all their Disney Plus shows.
Yes,
like
exactly.
If the Fall of Reach, the book, The Fall of Reach, it takes place on Reach the same time as the Reach game, but it's different people.
Yeah.
And it just like expands what happened on the other side of the planet. And that's cool.
And you don't need to read a book to get it.
Yeah, First Strike, and I think it's First Strike, takes place like 10 minutes after the end of the first game. And literally 90% of that book is just them talking about what the fuck happened.
Yeah.
And like you get to see, because even in the first game, when you walk into the one room and you see that there's another Spartan just like frozen, it's like it explains why she didn't come out with him. It's like, all right, yeah, it's cool, because they were on their way from a completely different place when they found the ring, right?
Yeah.
So it's stuff like that that expands it. That's fine, but like, man, there's a lot of shit now where
be filling in blanks from questions.
Mortal Kombat, the story of Mortal Kombat is now just turbo shit.
Oh, I don't even try to understand it with the time travel and the rewriting of history, and it's been rewritten twice.
Yeah, and they're like, to go read the comic. No.
Yeah, they're starting to do that, and I'm like, I don't want to. Like, why do I have to do that? Because and then at the end of the day, it's just a money grab. They're trying to get you to pay more money to buy the comic, to then read it, to then tell people to buy it, so then they buy it to read it. It's just why.
Like,
what happened to when shit got released and it was a full-on story with all the answers for you at the end?
Yeah, like everything's like, honestly, you can even take Halo with ODST. ODST is the tightest Halo story.
Yeah, 100%, because they have all the loose ends tied. I liked Reach as a Halo story. You literally meet this whole group, you see them go down in the most glorious fucking ways, and it all leads up to Halo 1 in such a fucking tight-knit story. And it was great. That's why I was like, that's solid.
I still think the best part about Reach is everybody on that team dies according to their role in the team.
Oh yeah, 100%. The sniper dies from a sniper, yeah.
Yeah, Smart One gets shot in the head, the explosions guy blows up.
Yep, the brute force guy dies from a brute with the gravity hammer, like all that shit.
Noble Six, the lone wolf, dies alone.
Mm-hmm.
I still like the theory that he's still alive, but no, he's dead. Sorry, Halo community, he's gone. Just like Rookie. They killed Rookie in a fucking book, which pisses me off.
That's lame. So that's where I'm just like, it's cool. I like when we mix mediums together and tell stories that way. I just don't like when it requires you to go do another medium just to answer questions from the other one that you just did. And it's like, not everybody's a big reader, not everybody's a big game player. So like, you should, like, these stories should still be somewhat self-contained to give you answers. Doesn't mean you can't talk about the story and the other thing. It just means that I shouldn't be answering big ass questions from the game in a book, because that's ridiculous in my opinion.
I just remember when they showed off, like, when Halo 5 started, and it's like, yeah, we're Spartan 4s, and it's fucking Buck.
Halo 5 felt so abrupt. I just was so lost. All of a sudden, we're a new Spartan team. Spartans are back. I'm like, what the fuck is happening? 4 just happened, and now it's like 17 years went by. Excuse me?
Like, dude, Spartans should not be back. That was a terrible program. Like,
exactly. It's just, and again, people read the books. The books connect 4 to 5, and it's like, I shouldn't have to fucking do that.
The whole Forerunner story. Prologue. The whole Forerunner story is told in a book.
Yeah, that's dumb.
Which is insane to me.
Which should have been 4, 5, and 6. It should have been the story of the Forerunners and how they're coming back.
Yeah.
So like about the Forerunners in 4, and then the 5 is about Cortana losing her shit, and then 6 is like, I didn't even play Infinite. I need to go back and play it.
Cortana's not bad anymore. She's dead.
What the fuck?
She's dead.
At the end of 5, I was like, cool, we set up the big bad, and it's Cortana. Now the 6 has got to be really good.
You gotta play Halo Wars 2, and you gotta read a bunch of books.
See? I don't want to do an RTS game. I don't like RTS games.
Yeah, I don't either, and I had to play through that shit. But
I can't do RTS.
But yeah, like Cortana's not bad anymore. She like regrets her actions at the end. Is essentially the story.
Donkey Kong Bonanza is $70.
I mean, at least it's cheaper.
Okay, are they just gonna price games equivalent to how much development time it took? Because that'd be fucking hilarious.
I love seeing the Facebook post from GameStop about the Dusk Bloods. Everybody's like, wow, Bloodborne Light.
So they can do...
It's not Bloodborne 2, it's Bloodborne -1.
So we're just not going to have a fixed price for AAA games anymore. Things are going to get more and more expensive. I bet the new fucking GTA is probably going to be 100. Ghost of Yotei is probably going to be 80. Fuck
yeah,
off.
But to Steven and I, AAA games being different prices, that's normal. That's how it was growing up.
The Switch games?
No, just like games in general back in the day were just weirdly priced.
Weren't they at max at like 50 back in the 360 era?
I feel like the standard was 50, and then Switch, not Switch, but Nintendo would always sometimes do like a $40 or a $30 game depending on the size of it, and then Nintendo was the one who did that only.
Yeah, but they do that now. They have like some games with a lower price, like South of Midnight next.
But I feel like the standard for Xbox and PlayStation was always 50, and then they raised it to 60 when the PS3 and 360 came out, and then they recently did the $70, which to me, raising for 50 to 60
$70 was already taking the piss a bit. Yeah,
360 is when game prices got standard.
Yeah,
everything before that, like I remember purchasing my copy of Shinobi on the PlayStation 2, and it was like $80.
Yeah, that's also back when, like, I feel like you were able to actually go to GameStop and return a game and get like $10-20 back.
Yeah, you got more than that. Well, we had Microplay here. And, and Microplay, like, you could walk in, and if the game was less than a year old, they give you $40 for it.
That's fucking amazing. Like, GameStop, the most I ever got was $20 for like 2 games.
Yeah, Microplay was the shit. You could bring in your console. Like, let's say I bought a 360 at launch, and then the next year I just didn't want it anymore. I could bring it in and get like 80% of the value for it.
That's nice.
And they would sell that same 360 that day.
Wow.
Like, Microplay was the best. They're still the best, actually, because they're the only game store like around here that they carry everything right back to N64.
That's nice. GameStop doesn't even do that anymore.
That's depressing. It's funny, you walk in like this store and there's like a PlayStation.
Somebody tagged Mark Carney and said, "Do something, please."
I'm dead.
He's not gonna do shit.
There's a few game stores
but Mark
here.
Carney, by the way, is our new Prime Minister, Stephen.
He's I know. Trust me. I've been following the Canadian, like, ever since Trump got in office. I've been following the world news, like, of all the world leaders, because everybody's playing a fucking piss trade war. It's so fucking lame. Everybody's like, it's not a war, and I'm like, it is literally Cold War II.
Which,
nobody's
by the way,
shooting bombs or killing each other. We're just fighting each other over fucking prices of shit. This is Cold War II.
By the way,
it's late stage capitalism.
Yeah,
like,
I don't think that the Switch 2 price is influenced by that. I think it's more the AI surge. Because I think it's being made in Southeast Asia. So
I think Tech World is just so focused on chips and AI right now that that's what's fucking it up. Everything else, I think, is just... I don't think we're going to see the influx of the money of the trade war that's happening for the next few months, but we're going to eventually see it.
Yeah, but
the only thing that could affect the price here...
Yeah,
the only thing that would affect prices here is shipping, and I don't think shipping's going to...
That's pretty much what it's going to be.
Cause it to be higher.
No, probably not, because they'd probably just ship it directly to Vancouver.
Mm-hmm. That's why people are like, I'm not getting rid of my Amazon Prime account because that's free ass shipping, and the tariffs will have to they'll either have to change the system, or that's going to be the one thing that ignores it. And it's like, that's pretty much what tariffs are going to do, is just change the shipping to be like $30.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't justify it. I can't. Not at $700.
I mean, I can't either. Like, if Dusk Bloods was coming out the day of, I could maybe start to justify it more, but just Mario Kart, I'm not going to pay even $400 to $500 of American dollars just to get a console to play Mario Kart for a day and then not touch it for months.
It's okay. You can say real money. It's okay.
Real money. That's funny. But, like, I just don't... Like, I love my Switch 1, but I already don't take it off the dock or rarely turn it on in the dock to play it. Like, I think the last time I did that was, like, when Metroid Dread came out, and that was 3 years ago. No, actually, no, I lied.
So
I played... What just came out on the Switch that I played?
Paper Mario?
No, I gotta turn my Switch on. Oh, I got Sonic Generations. That's what I've been playing.
Oh, Sonic Generations is fun.
This feels like
Sonic Shadow Generations. So
it'll sell better than the Wii U, but this feels like another Wii U moment to me.
I think everything will sell better than the Wii U.
Yeah, probably. It's not going to be as much of a bomb as the Wii U, but I guarantee you this doesn't even get close to Switch 1 numbers.
Oh, absolutely
I think
not.
The price will rapidly drop over the next few years.
Yeah.
I think it'll be at least 2 years before we see a price drop. 2027. You can book.
They're gonna definitely hold out for as long as they can because that's Nintendo.
Yeah, that's the most Nintendo thing you could ever do.
Yeah.
They don't care.
I think Nintendo's very business first, then like worried about They will worry about the numbers when it gets to a dire place, but if they're fine, they're not going to worry about anything else, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Also, dude, when I was in Japan, like Nintendo shit cost nothing.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like, I don't know. I think it's all about where it's made, I guess.
Like the most expensive places in Japan, Nintendo-wise, was the Pokemon store. But other than that, like I went to the Nintendo stores, and like you could pick up new games for the equivalent of like $30-$40 Canadian.
Wow.
Like, all right, it's getting fucked over here, I guess.
Yeah.
I
if
mean,
they're gonna increase the price,
Sorry,
though, like if they're increasing the price of AAA games, though, they gotta justify that price.
Yeah,
I
that's
would
the
never
thing.
spend $120 is what I'm gonna say the price is gonna be after taxes and everything Canadian.
After taxes,
I would not spend $120 fucking dollars on Assassin's Creed Shadows.
No.
I mean, I spent $100 because I bought the.
Yeah, I spent $100
because a base $70 game in the US retails for $89.99 here. Or some of them are $93 actually. It depends on the publisher. But then you also add 13% tax because we actually have things. We actually have healthcare, so we actually have a higher tax.
You guys actually have shit that's actually needed.
Yeah,
you know what? I shit on the Canadian healthcare system a lot, and it does have its problems. But I did just have a heart issue, and I was in the cardiologist, and I just completed my final test this morning.
And you
at,
did
like,
not
6:30.
bankrupt yourself.
No.
Yeah, see,
No, I did
in
not.
America, you'd be on a payment plan for the next 30 years,
Yep.
and you would still be in the fucking bed trying to sign the shit off before they do a thing for you.
Yeah, which is crazy to me. They won't even help you in an emergency.
No, the emergency room, dude, in New York is a fucking crazy ass shit. Like, I forgot when we went to the emergency room for a couple years ago. It was like right after the pandemic, but Alex did something too. I think Alex was having hiccups and it was not going away. Like he had hiccups for 12 hours straight.
Jesus.
And he was like, I'm in pain now. It's like my stomach hurts from hiccuping. So we went to the hospital to see what they could do. And we're in the emergency room. Dude, there's people in there with like holding their fingers from, like, I fell on the train tracks and the train ran over my hand and my fingers got cut off. And he's just sitting there holding his fingers and his hand bleeding out.
Yeah,
One
you got
person
12
was
hours.
recovering from a heroin spree because he was shaking and shivering and
That's
eyes
proper
were all
New York
black.
City right there.
Yeah,
That's
dude,
the
I
most
was
New
sitting,
York
and we're
thing
just
I've
sitting
heard.
there like, you got hiccups, dude. and it took us almost an hour to be seen, and we were seen before those people. I was like, y'all should probably see these motherfuckers first. No, y'all were here before them, and I'm like, what is this system?
So I can kind of explain how the system works in emergency rooms. Basically, when you walk in, depending on your injury, you get sorted, and there's certain doctors that can only see certain people. So, like, if there's 10 people that cut their fingers off on the train tracks that day, you're fucked. You're waiting. You're waiting
That's
until all those
so
other guys are
ass.
fixed.
I can't.
Whereas here in
I would have walked
Canada-
3 blocks to the next hospital because they're all close to each other.
Yeah, like here in Canada, all doctors can take care of basically all things in an emergency room. And we
That's
also allow
nice.
our nurses to do stuff.
Because they train everybody in a whole multitude of shit. They don't go, hey, just learn this one narrow passageway. And then if you want to learn more, spend $20,000 more at school for the next year. Like,
We kind of do that. We're opening up a new neuro hospital where I live. And like the announcement was cool. They're like, yeah, it's going to be focused on neurosurgery. And they're like, the emergency room is going to be a quarter of the size of the other one.
oh God.
They're like, unless you're here for a fucking brain injury, we don't want you.
Not show up.
Like, all right.
While over here, we're getting rid of the education system. So
yeah, that could go. That's a coin flip. That's just a coin flip. And you know who's gonna come out on top? Texas, for some reason.
Yeah, that's wild to me.
Have you seen their schools, man?
Yeah.
I watched a 40-minute video on schools in Texas. It blew my fucking mind.
They're pretty ridiculous.
I went to high school with 300 people, and that was considered a large high school.
I think I had 800 to 1,000 people in my school.
That's insane.
And it was high school.
That's insane.
My elementary school building was so big that you don't see everybody all the time.
That's crazy. Like, my elementary school was like 90.
Oh, wow. Mine was a couple hundred.
Yeah, it was like 90 kids. We all had 2 kickballs. That's it. Not even kidding you. We had like 10 hockey sticks. So like you had to sign up to use it.
Oh, wow. The school system here is just so it is more people, but it's more tightly knit, like with the districts and stuff. So like I went to high school. I went to elementary, middle, and high school with same people sometimes because we all lived near each other. So we just would end up going to those schools. But I wouldn't be in half the classes with them, but I would see them in the hall. I'd be like, oh my God, I remember you from like 2nd grade. And it's 10th grade now.
It's very similar here, except for high school. High school, for some reason, they just split everybody up.
Interesting.
And like I went to a place called Huron Heights, and across the street from me, my friend Jeff, and he's literally across the street. I could whip a stone through his window. He wasn't allowed to go because he was across the street.
Sorry to interrupt this, but I have been seeing how people are reacting on Twitter. Everybody was like really positive on the show until they revealed the price, and now everybody's like, no, not good.
Mm-hmm.
It just flipped because of the price.
Because it's exciting to see a new console, but once you start putting the numbers in your face, you're like, wait.
Yeah. You're like, man, Mario's gonna be so good.
They're so cooked, man. They're
awesome.
so cooked. Like, I thought there were a few games, but I did enjoy. Like, Donkey Kong is cool. Mario Kart is cool. The wheelchair basketball game. Yeah, but we saw that last week. We already knew that was coming, and it's also coming to Switch 1.
Apparently, the Silk Song release date is leaked.
Whoa! What is it?
June 20th. There was a random post earlier today that just had Silk Song, said June 20th, and said enjoy the trailer. And people are like, what? And in the comments, he said, yeah, it's only like 10 seconds, but you'll get to see it. So it's a legit guy. You just knew. I don't know if it's going to come out June 20th. Team Cherry would probably move the date just to fuck with the leaker.
Yeah, and also June's looking pretty packed. Hollow Knight is big enough where it will stand on its own, but I also think it's the sort of game
it'll murder whatever's around it.
No, it's not that big.
It'll murder whatever's around it.
No. It'll
score higher on Metacritic.
Well, I don't know. It'll probably score high on Metacritic, but I mean, June has Mario Kart, it has Mind's Eye, it has DS2, and Hollow Knight is popular for sure, but it's only sold like 1 or 2 million units. 2.8 million units. So
Hollow Knight sold 7 million copies on Steam alone.
I see 2.8 mil. I just looked it up. I don't know where you're seeing 7 mil.
They said the Switch version sold 200,000.
Okay. If you're seeing like Steam estimates, those can be very wrong if it's just like an estimate based on stuff. But, yeah, no, Silk Song's the sort of thing where I feel like it would really benefit from a quieter release.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's also only going to be like $25.
Yeah, like I said, I don't think it's going to bomb, but I do think it's the sort of thing that would benefit from not going up against Nintendo or Kojima.
if you put a new shiny $120 game in front of me, and then you put a better game that's $25.
That's true.
Like,
like I said,
dude, honestly,
if
AAA games go up to that price in Canada, that $120 or $90 US or whatever it is,
thank God for Game Pass.
First off, Game Pass is gonna go crazy. But second is like whoever releases the game that's just cheaper than everybody else will outsell them.
Oh yeah.
If Call of Duty and Battlefield decide to release on the same day, and EA for some reason was like, "Yeah, this game's $60."
Oh, EA! Fuck off! They're not doing that. EA's
they
not
just
doing
did the
that.
friend pass thing. They got at least another 1 month of grace in my mind. They got 1 month.
Yeah, but they wouldn't do that with a marquee franchise like Battlefield.
But fuck, it would sell like hotcakes.
Spear Fiction is
whoever
really good,
finds
by the
the
way.
secret formula, the first publisher to be like, "Yeah, our game's cheaper," is just gonna fucking blow everybody out of the water. If the next Assassin's Creed game is $40, it'll sell 20 million copies.
Well, the next Assassin's Creed game is the Black Flag remake, so it might be.
Oh god, they're in a Black Flag remake?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been over a decade, probably.
I just went back and played Black Flag like a couple years ago, and I was just like, "Oh, this game was another one that was like really overhyped."
I think Black Flag's better if you played it at release.
Yes, I agree.
Because like at the time, the game looked amazing, and it was so new. It was like there was no pirate game.
I agree. I think people just.
It's
I think people
still
were
the
just
best
hanging on
pirate
the pirate
game.
side a little hard.
Yeah, I
It's
still think it probably
still
is
by
the pirate
far
game.
the best pirate game.
Oh, for sure.
Because like Skull and Bones was not good, Sea of Thieves was not good.
Like if you put Assassin's Creed as a franchise, the ones that are still timeless is like, I'd say the AC2 trilogy and Unity are the ones that hold up perfect.
AC2 was so good.
So what do you say?
Assassin's Creed 2 was so good.
Yeah, it was insane.
That's still my favorite one because it's
Yeah.
just they did the reveals right. It felt like it was grounded in that world you were in until it went mystical, and when it did go mystical, it wasn't like fucking mystical creatures and shit like Odyssey.
Yeah,
Like I
Wanna
like
know how-
Odyssey and how they made sense of all the creatures existing and how they made them realistic, but like when we start going into like Valhalla, when we start going into like you're now the gods and shit, I'm like, where are we?
Yeah,
that was stupid.
Jump the shark.
The coolest thing about Odyssey in my mind is I found the Minotaur's Labyrinth by accident.
I think I did
And I
as
was
well,
like-
actually.
And I was like, this is so cool. And like I followed through and I'm like, no way there's a Minotaur at the end of this. And then there just was. I was like, holy fuck.
Yeah, they did the game with like its lore
Were you underleveled
really
for
well.
that, though?
It's just they threw too much in an AC game world at you, I feel like.
Sorry to interrupt, but Connor, were you underleveled for that? Because he probably would have kicked you.
Oh, it doesn't matter in Odyssey. If you use daggers and poison, you can kill things that are 20 levels above you easy.
I knew there's an exploit.
That's like it's the biggest exploit in the game. As soon as you use poison and daggers, it's over.
Yeah,
That's how
I've
you
been
know
using
they don't
poison
do-
daggers in Shadows as well when it's kind of having the same.
That's how you know when like the group doesn't do RPG games that like too greatly, because if there's always like one or two exploits in like armor sets or weapon sets, then you just didn't do all your due diligence.
Yeah,
to, like,
I
look
am
into everything.
not a huge fan of the RPG systems in Assassin's Creed.
Yeah,
there was like an armor set that refreshed your abilities when you perfect dodged.
Yeah, and the turbo dodging was so easy.
So I would perfect dodge, reset my poison, and then you were invincible during Spartan kick. So if you ever did any character did a big attack, I would just Spartan kick and just tank through it.
There are just
And
so
then
many
literally-
broken trees you could do.
Yeah, I never ran into any grinding issues in Odyssey because of that. I found that exploit like 5 hours into the game, and I'm like, oh, I'm just doing this forever now.
Yeah, Valhalla just left me with a weird taste in my mouth with how it was like, here are 9 provinces. Go do the same fucking thing on all 9 provinces for the next 10, 20 hours.
We somehow made the Viking invasion of England boring. Here you go.
100%.
Like, here you go. And there's an anime series called Vinland Saga. It's a much better version of the Viking invasion of fucking England.
I'm
just done that.
I sent a tweet in the Discord chat.
Wow. I mean,
he's not wrong.
Yeah.
She's the only one who can afford Nintendo Switch 2 games because her paychecks come from Marvel.
That's funny.
Well, and that's the thing that pisses me off because, like, I'm in a really good financial place, so I could purchase this. I could purchase $120 games. You know, I'd have to change some other stuff I do, but like it's doable for me. It's not that much of a shift. But it's bullshit.
Here's the thing.
Not everybody is me.
Here's the thing. The hardware cost, I get. I get the way that the chip shortages is going. I get the fact that, you know, AI has kind of driven the price of shit up. I get that the console had to be more expensive. $449 is I was hoping for $399, but $499, okay. But
software's wild.
The $80 games are just, that's indefensible. Because we've already gone up to $70 in 2020. 2020
if games
was
go up
when
to
we went
80,
up.
I'm not buying games at full price at that point. That's just ridiculous.
It depends on the game.
With PC, we don't have to buy games ever. Am I right?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's starting to get to a point where it's like, do you want to play a game for the next few months, or do you want to save your money and take your family on a vacation? Like, it's starting to become like you got to choose between games and this, and it's like I've never should have had to have been able to do that. Game should have been not a free, but like a fun hobby that I can afford and still do what I fucking want to. And it's like, no, but at this point, it's like, you either get an $800 console or go on that vacation in 2 months. And it's like, bro.
Yeah. Like I said, in 2020, we went up from 60 to 70. And
for no reason. I'm just going to say it again for the 1,000th time. For no fucking reason. The
games got worse.
50 to 60 made total sense because it was a massive graphical jump.
I don't necessarily agree with that. I don't agree with that.
When was the price jump to $70?
It was when the PS5 came out.
Or the PS5,
yeah. When the PS5 went
2020?
Yeah.
I'd probably say 2020, yeah.
But Nintendo...
let's look at the games that have released since then.
Only put the price up in 2023. Tears of the Kingdom was the first one that was $70.
Yeah.
And they were like, man, people still bought it.
Well, no
and now
shit.
they're doing 80. And that's a piss take. I'm sorry. Because now that they've done it, Activision will follow, and Microsoft will follow.
Everybody will follow.
Sony will follow. EA will follow.
And then there's gonna be an article that comes out in 6 months after that, being like the game industry is dying, and it's like because y'all keep fucking making shit expensive. Like
GTA 6 will probably be even more. GTA 6 will probably be 100 because that game is ludicrously expensive.
I really hope they don't fucking fold into that. I really don't. It's Rockstar. Y'all have enough money. Y'all can take a loss, especially.
But they can't because they spent a lot of money on it. They spent. They
I mean,
need to turn a profit.
Is it even a loss if you make it more affordable? Because all you're doing is making it so more people can buy it.
They'll still make it profitable, but
so I'm just like they don't need to. They have enough clout to make it to where they can make it lower and fucking profit.
How much you think GTA 6's development's gonna end up being?
I've heard it's $1 billion. I've heard it's
I'm
over
thinking
$1 billion.
it's I think $2 billion.
It'll make that money back in
Why are
3
we
days,
even
though.
getting into the billion range?
It's insane. I remember when Destiny was like $400 million or whatever the fuck it was back
Concord
then.
cost $400 million, so like I could believe that GTA 6 cost $1 billion.
And that game was dog shit.
It wasn't
the
that bad, but it wasn't.
The games are more expensive. They're more expensive to develop, and they're fucking worse.
They're worse. I would say they're worse in the sense of they compared to what you used to get in a PS2 game, a finalized PS2 game. You're getting less content than you did back then. Now,
yeah,
because they're putting a lot of shit behind. I feel like they're putting most shit behind paywalls.
Writing.
Destiny 2 is a great example of that. A lot of the shit they
when it comes
should have been
to writing,
free.
it really depends on the game. There are definitely had some games with shitty writing recently. I mean,
here's a fantastic example: Mass Effect 2 to Mass Effect 3.
Yeah,
Mass Effect 2 was a complete game from the start.
Yes,
from day one, you didn't need any DLC. There was the one DLC, Zaid, but that's it, and he didn't add shit. It's like that's it. Mass Effect 3, like. They just sold $20 for a critical important story mission.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, there's definitely some bullshit that happens. But like I said, it also depends on the publisher. I don't think the average game now is any worse than it was in the past.
I'm gonna say yeah, it is.
I don't think so.
I feel like it all depends. Like I get it. I think, like you said, it depends on the publisher and like
depends
what the game is and like how it came.
Yeah.
But I will say that what I feel like I can say is that I wouldn't say developers have gotten lazy. I would say the people who give them the money to make the shit have gotten greedy, and they're forcing them to make shit faster and with less care or love into it.
Oh my god, that's a lot of games that have a lot of... Okay, there's a lot of games that apparently do not run well on the Switch 2.
That do what?
They've done a list of games that are not fully backwards compatible with the Switch 2, and there's a lot of games on there.
That's what I thought.
List.
I'll DM it to
you. The way a lot of my
I've DM'd it to you, Connor.
Oh, on Twitter?
Yep.
The way a lot of my dev friends have put it is that there's certain things that are now just like considered lost art in game making.
Yeah, like I said, I've been playing my PS2 emulator a lot lately. I've been playing like the old Ratchet and Clank games, old Onimusha games, like all that stuff.
Yeah,
there's so much shit in that $50 game, and it's like, holy fuck.
And he's like, sometimes it's not that we don't want to like put something in or do it, but nobody knows how to anymore.
Yeah, and it's also
like it's gotten so complicated. And then I talked specifically because he works with Ubisoft, but he does like a lot of side stuff, and he did like a 2-month contract working on a game that uses the CryEngine, and he's like, it's amazing how much easier the CryEngine is to work with, because they just took an engine that's been there forever and refined it to a point where they can just put something out way quicker. He's like, Unreal 5 and like all these other engines that like the new ones, they're so fucking complicated. They don't work, and you have to optimize everything for whatever game you're doing, compared to Unreal 3 back in the day, where you can make anything on Unreal 3 and it run fine.
Yeah.
So I think it's also a really big issue right now is the game engines that they're using. So I'm worried whenever I hear like, yeah, there's this new game engine, or we're switching to Unreal 5. So I'm like, Unreal 5 fucking kind of sucks.
It sounds like we're starting to go back to the days where like everybody has their own engine, and we gotta hope that it works.
Sorry to interrupt,
like,
but
Fallout 3 came out.
I just want to make a quick point about UE5. We are still very early in UE5, and we have had issues with new versions of
yeah, but Unreal 4 also had issues.
It did, and then they got fixed. So
not really. There's still to this day, Unreal 4 is still, you still have to implement all those corrections from the start, and they pop up through development constantly.
Yeah, they do. But when you get to, there are many UE4 products now that are very, very polished. We're already beginning to see Unreal Engine 5 games that are more technically polished, but yes, there were definitely issues at launch.
Another big one is Frostbite engine.
Yeah.
When EA decides to use Frostbite for everything. Like, I had a buddy use Frostbite, and he goes, yeah, they got me making an RPG with Frostbite, and it's a fucking nightmare.
That sounds awful.
He's like, it's unbelievably bad.
That
is to the point where they had to get other developers to come in and show them how to even get, like, a car working.
What is Fallout's engine? I forgot.
What, the Creation Engine?
Yeah.
Christ, I forget the name of it, but
that engine had some bad fucking beginnings.
Brutal. Absolutely brutal. But it's been the same engine for damn near 25 years.
Yeah.
They just keep rebuilding it, but the glitches that they had 20 years ago, they're having today.
Because it's the same issues.
It's the same issue. And they just never fix the damn issue.
That's what makes me laugh about playing Fallout. Like, I went back and played Fallout 4, and I was like, oh, this shit's still here.
Yeah, it's all the same. It's the same issue. The funniest one is people doing stuff from Morrowind through to Skyrim, and it's the same glitch.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, yeah.
Yeah, back in the day when you had a glitch in the game, they couldn't patch it out.
Yeah, and then, some companies just kept that going.
Yes. See, that's why I think Remnant 2 to me is like the last love letter game to gamers, because there's so many Easter eggs, so many secrets you could do, and it was $40.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, I could see that.
I don't really buy into the whole doomerism that you guys are kind of going on about gaming here. There's still very good games. You just need to know where to look.
It's not so much doomerism. It's just games have gotten harder.
It's more late stage capitalism and how it's affecting gaming industry.
Yeah, they are definitely harder to make. They have younger development cycles.
Budgets are up. They got to spend money and they got to make a shit ton.
Yeah. All I've been hearing for the past 2 years is that games are dying, industry companies are dying, everybody's getting laid off, and that games cost so much, keep getting more and more expensive to make. And I don't know if any of that is true or not, but I keep hearing it. And it's just I don't know. It's just weird to hear when in the beginning it was like games are prosperous, they're flourishing, like in the early 2010s. Like
yeah,
I feel like
I remember when Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 came out. Like when Modern Warfare 2 came out, it was the biggest entertainment launch ever, and it was like, oh man, like this is insane. You can spend, I think it was 2 years they spent making that game. It's like you could spend 2 years and make $1 billion.
Yeah.
And now it's like you can spend 8 years and make $200 million, and then you get called names on Twitter.
Yeah. So I think it all it is like you said, Dr. Boss. There's multiple factors that play into it 100%.
There's a lot.
I think I'm just more doomerism in the fact that like late stage capitalism, I think is what's going to, if anything, is going to harm the gaming industry more than anything. Just because the people who invest into the company, who give the company monies to do something, are the ones that create the deadlines and the pressure.
I think that those are very fair points, but I don't agree that I think games are worse on average. I still think there's very good games.
I don't think they're worse. I think they're just different.
Yeah, like, there are still very good games that came out. Like in the last few months, we've had Astro Bot and Arkham Shadow and Indiana Jones.
I'm not saying that
Split
there's
Fiction.
not like fantastic games. I'm saying the biggest issue is that the average game now will have less content and, in my mind, worse. If I compare Assassin's Creed Shadows to Assassin's Creed 2, no fucking competition. 2 blows it out of the water.
I wouldn't consider AC2 the average 2009 game, though. That's like the best of the best.
Well, if I'm comparing it to its own franchise.
Yeah, but AC, ever since Patrice was a guy after Assassin's Creed, it was never going to go back to that.
Like, if I compare it to Odyssey, I think Odyssey blows it out of the water.
I disagree with that. I think it's a better game than Odyssey.
I think Odyssey is a better game.
I think Shadows is better than Odyssey, yeah.
I need to play Shadows then so I can put my opinion in.
Let me tell you, the story is bad.
The story's not good. I will say Odyssey's narrative is better. Yes, Odyssey's narrative is significantly better, but I think the gameplay is better.
We were doing the podcast, Steve, and I was like 20. I was like 22 hours in, and Upward was like 6 hours in, and I was trying not to spoil like what happened to make me hate the story so much.
And then I got to it yesterday. And as soon as I ended stream, I messaged Connor, and it's like, yeah,
you're like, I got to the part.
Yeah, it's bad.
There's a pivotal moment in the story that ruins everything.
Yeah, it ruins everything, dude. It goes from like,
how did this make it through the writers?
It goes from it's pretty decent to were you on crack when you were writing this?
Yeah. I was like, I finished that part of the game. I turned it off, and I just turned on Monster Hunter, and I just didn't think about Assassin's Creed for like a day. I was like, man,
That's how bad it burned you. That's funny.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck did I just watch?
Like, that's how I felt about Assassin's Creed 3 when Desmond dies, and you're like,
what the fuck?
Okay,
like they killed him so randomly.
I don't really have an issue with that though, because AC3 was supposed to be like the final chapter of that story arc.
I think they should have done,
but they made it
modern day AC.
They wanted to.
That would have been so sick, man. I want to sci-fi AC.
They did kind of want to continue Desmond, so
but
they
said that the fan base was hating him so hard, which I actually liked Desmond. I was like, who's hating on this motherfucker? And
it's because it was Know Your North, and it was in the era when everybody was voiced by Know Your North.
Yeah, I get that. I think I didn't. Everybody. I think he was the first game that I played Nolan North at. When I played, that had Nolan North because I didn't play Uncharted or anything.
He is Uncharted. He was also in that Prince of Persia reboot. He was in like 50,000 other games.
I love the Prince of Persia reboot.
I'm not a fan of it. I think we've had this conversation before.
I liked the world and the story. The gameplay and the creatures could have been more
balls.
The what?
The gameplay, the 2008 game.
It was so basic.
Here's the thing. Sands of Time is like one of my favorite games ever made. I think it's like a 10 out of 10 flawless masterpiece.
Yeah. I liked being able to rewind time and shit. That was fun.
And the 2008 game
we never got another Sands of Time.
I will say,
we got the forgotten Sands.
Speaking of good games recent, The Lost Crown is the second best game in the franchise, in my opinion.
I don't know why they got rid of the studio.
It's because it didn't sell. Didn't sell. And that was relatively cheap. It was like 50, but
the biggest problem with
I know it's
with that game
Metroidvania
specifically Metroidvania with the Prince of Persia name attached. If they released that game and it wasn't called Prince of Persia, it might have sold better.
I think
because a lot of the hardcore fans were not happy with it. Yeah, although they were mostly happy with it once they actually played it, but the pre-release hype for that was like not great.
Yeah, the reviews on Steam for it are very positive, mostly positive.
I believe the Steam version specifically has some issues, so if you're gonna play it through Ubisoft's launcher.
That's another issue, by the way.
85% positive on Steam, yeah.
Yeah, I want to replay all the other. I bought the first 3 Prince of Persia.
It's a reboot. It's completely separate to those games. You can.
I actually just recently found my Sands of Time copy.
It's a fucking masterpiece, man.
Like I was going through all my old shit, and I just found it. I'm like, oh my god, I still have this, and like, I don't even know my PS2 turns on, dude.
If Ubisoft fuck up the remake, I am going to be so upset. If the Sands of Time remake,
it's all about who's in charge at the time.
Pretty much.
Tell you what,
we talked about this again.
If the Sands of Time remake is bad, I might go full gamer doomerism.
We talked about this on the podcast, but Ubisoft's biggest problem is management.
Yeah,
yeah, and even like my friends that work there, they go like, yeah, it's never. It's not like we have bad programmers, you know? It's not like he's like, it all comes down to management there. It's too big.
If you're wondering how this is going down, people are comparing it to the Xbox One reveal at the moment.
I get that.
What, the Switch 2 here?
Yeah.
What's Jeff Keighley's poll say?
I think that came out before the price. It was 60% A, and then the price came out. Yeah, it's 58% A. But I don't see how you could give that an A. Even ignoring the price, it's like there was some cool shit.
Oh, that was definitely an A.
No, I think there was some cool shit. I gave it a C.
A C? Are you on crack?
Donkey Kong was cool. Mario Kart was cool. They spent way too much time on third-party ports of like Hitman and fucking Elden Ring and whatever. That does nothing for me because those games are already out on other platforms.
New From Software, Hyrule Warriors.
Hyrule Warriors is
Deltarune.
Okay. Deltarune is another port.
Silksong was shown.
Another port. Silksong we got 10 seconds. That doesn't count.
No, Deltarune it's the new game and the old game.
I thought it was a port. I don't care about that. The only 3 things that stood out to me were Mario Kart, the basketball game, and Donkey Kong. And that's it. I thought it was a C even without the pricing. And now the pricing's coming out and people were calling it like the Xbox One reveal event all over again.
Nintendo has confirmed that some Switch 2 games will not have the game on the cart and instead will be used as a license check.
Yeah,
you need to
Game
download
Key. They said that.
Which is ridiculous because you can have those game carts be up to 98 gigabytes. What fucking game is going to be more than 98 gigs on a Switch 2?
It's like Xbox games these days. Almost all of them are just digital keys.
Yeah, but that's a disc.
Yeah, it's no difference.
And there's also there's a big difference between the speed you can pull off a cart to a disc.
It's just fucking laziness, man.
Yeah, I guess that comes down to it. No, the idea of compression is gone in the games industry.
A lot of shit's just disappeared.
Yeah. I think game compression died when Titanfall came out because the fucking German audio on that was 40 gigabytes.
Daylight Murder in Brampton yesterday, apparently.
Yeah, that's Brampton.
I didn't see that.
It's like the most normal Brampton thing in
Man
the world.
shot dead in Brampton shop in Gaza.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, here in Canada,
Steven's saying damn because in America it wouldn't even make the news.
Yeah, one guy died. It's a big deal.
I have it's not on the news, but I have an app called Citizen, and y'all probably have it too. But I have my app called Citizen.
No, never heard of it.
It's basically an app where basically everybody who joins can like record incidents or report them to the police through there and stuff like that.
Yeah,
and people will like, and because it's New York, they will actually film this shit. And so I can just go to Citizen, like there was a man shot, and most of the time there you'll see the person who just got shot on the ground laying there writhing in pain, and the guy who gunned them down and running away.
And then some guy going, "Oh my god!"
Yeah,
I gotta put that on Instagram.
And yeah, exactly. And they update it bit by bit as it's happening. Like, it's been resolved.
Yeah.
The person's been apprehended. They ran into a store. Like you can follow this shit. It's pretty crazy. Yeah. But I was like, you know, I walk around New York City even like at midnight sometimes, and I feel safe. I wonder how much shit's happening. There's like 2 blocks away from me, someone just got stabbed. 3 blocks away from me, someone got shot. 4 blocks away, someone just overdosed. I'm like, holy fuck, am I just luckily dodging shit every day?
No, the way my cousin always described New York, because he's now lived there 40 years, like, if you're not into that part of New York, it'll never happen to you.
You just won't see it. Yeah.
You just won't see it, and you're not going to get the guy. You're not going to be the guy who gets stabbed. You're probably going to have your jacket stolen in the winter, but that's like a initiation.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's like
I've never seen or been a part of a robbery or been in a like anything. It's just like I see the cops going down the street at like 50 miles per hour, and I'm like, okay, that's pretty fast for this city. And then you look up the app, and it's like, yeah, 5 blocks away, there's a whole robbery, and it's like, excuse me.
Dude, back in 2001, my dad was down in New York for work, building a dance studio, and he was walking up the street with my uncle, and a guy like came out, knife out, robbed them, and my dad pulled out his wallet and he pulled the cash out, and the guy went, "That's not American." He went, "No, we're Canadian." He went, "Oh, you're fine," and he just stopped robbing them. And I'm like, That's
funny, because he's not going to go to a store and exchange it.
No, it's the most New York thing ever. They're like, "Wait, you're not from here? Oh, you're good."
That's funny.
You're good, man. Continue on.
Cannot believe it. I had a friend who got robbed at like 3 a.m. in the middle of Chelsea, 14th Street, like very popular area.
Yeah.
And the guy just like, "Give me your in your pockets." He goes, "I just have cigarettes that I just bought in my wallet." And he goes, "Give me your wallet." And he goes, "I'm just gonna cancel my cards before you can do anything." And he's like, "I don't care." And he's like, "Okay, dude, here." And gave him his cards and just canceled them on his phone.
Dude, I got mugged like 4 years ago in Toronto, and the guy did the same thing. He's like, "Give me your wallet." And I'm like, "I got no cash. I'm just gonna cancel the cards." He's like, same thing. I don't care. And I looked at him like, "Can I have my health card and driver's license?" And he's like, "Yeah." And then he's trying to pull out my fucking driver's license from my wallet, and he went, fuck this. He just threw it on the ground.
Your whole wallet?
My whole ass wallet. Just threw it on the ground.
He got so frustrated.
Trying to pull my driver's
license. You should advertise your wallet more often. This wallet is so frustrating.
Go buy any Fossil wallet. They fucking suck.
That is so funny.
Man. There's a couple like funny muggings, mostly involving my father. He got mugged in a mall parking lot by like a 15-year-old. He just punched the kid in the face.
I was just kick him down. Just put my foot on his chest and just like punk.
This when BlackBerry was huge. My dad's walking out of the mall with a brand new BlackBerry, just holding the box. Dude. And Fairview Mall is in the ghetto. So I'm like, "What are you doing, Dad?" And he's like, "Yeah, this kid came up. He's like 15. He's like, 'Give me the fucking phone.'" My dad's like, boom, just punches him in the face and just walks away.
Yeah.
Like, you don't want to call the cops? Dad's like, "No, I'm not going to ruin the kid's life for being an idiot."
Your dad was a hockey player, right?
Out.
Your dad was a hockey player. Your dad was a hockey player.
Oh, yeah.
So he could scrap.
Yeah, he doesn't give a shit. Just probably stab him, he'd be fine.
That's hilarious.
Oh, man.
Didn't he play in England at some point, I think you told me?
Yeah, he played over in England for like 4 years.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, dude, Canadian crime's hilarious, Steven. It's so funny. Because half the time we don't care and we just let them do it. And then the other half, they either give up or turn themselves in or somehow get themselves caught.
That's actually
There were some kids that robbed a jewelry store in a mall by me. And like they got away with it. But then 2 days later, they filmed a music video wearing the jewelry and explaining in the song that they robbed a jewelry store. And they were caught by the end of the day.
That's actually funny.
Like, dude, that's so good. The best thing now is like people are stealing cars in Canada. It's like the big thing. And one of the easiest ways to stop them being able to steal your car is to just move your keys away from your front door. Because they use like this thing that picks up the signal and like hot wires your car.
Oh, wow.
And it's like, yeah, if you just put the keys in your kitchen, they can't do it. So say just move the keys to the kitchen. And also it's only Toyotas. They don't go for anything else. I have 3 fucking BMWs in my driveway. I've not been robbed yet.
That's great.
And 2 of them I would love for them to take. Go ahead, please, by all means. Shout out to BMW. Your cars are fucking horrible. Remind me to sell my car. Oh, god damn it. The Switch 2 is region locked.
Interesting. The Switch 1 wasn't region locked, was it?
Only the Japanese one.
I thought it was the Chinese one.
No, the Switch 2. Only the Japanese one is.
Oh, okay. Interesting, because
it's $300 US in Japan.
Wait, what?
There's still no achievement system.
Of course not.
The big 2025! And there is still no achievement system.
They just got their game chat. What are you talking about? They got to start somewhere.
Skype, dude.
They just discovered game sharing.
They're shutting down Skype in next month.
Yeah, they are actually.
That's so sad.
And dude, I was like the one person that still used it. I used it to make phone calls on my PC.
But like, Upward, you don't understand. Like back in the day,
like I know. Dude, I know.
You have like 20 guys in there playing League of Legends.
It is.
My little brother used it for Minecraft groups.
Yeah.
Skype was huge in the early 2010s.
Yeah, back in the day, if you were trying to get groomed on the internet, it was a lot harder. All right, now you just download Discord.
Yeah, at that point.
God, when the new Nintendo kids discovered Discord after having Nintendo Switch online game chat.
I mean, you're talking about it from a gaming thing, but it was also used just as a more general thing. Because my grandparents live in the UK, right? And we used to use Skype to video call them. Back in the day.
Yeah, now kind of Facebook took up that mantle, really. Because
and WhatsApp and
video player through Facebook.
FaceTime as well.
Yeah, FaceTiming.
FaceTime's huge. The iPhone, really, that's what kind of ubiquitized everything. Because who the fuck still uses Facebook? Besides Marketplace, that's it.
I mean, I use Facebook just to, like, keep up with friends. I barely even get on it. Like, I barely get on Instagram at this point.
I don't think I posted on Instagram in, like, 5 years. Like, I think my brother sends me reels, and that's about it. Shit, I go on Facebook Marketplace for 2 seconds and there's an Audi looking at me. Guys, convince me not to make a bad financial decision.
You should definitely not get an Audi.
Go buy an Audi. Go buy an Audi. Go buy an Audi. Mad decisions.
Not on the internet.
Bad decisions.
Steven, this would be my third Audi.
Damn, man, I just want one.
No wonder you can fucking afford a Switch 2. My god.
Right?
Audis are cheap, man.
Yeah, I bet it's more than a Switch too.
You want an R8? Oh, yeah, no, let me go buy an R8. This is an S4.
Oh, yeah, see?
S4. Yeah, I had two S4s. One of them I sold, and the other one I lost in an accident.
Oh, wow.
Some chicks just smoked me. Just absolutely obliterated me. I was driving, I was like 75 kilometers an hour. I don't know what that is in Burger. But she just like turned left, hit me full on. Her car was demolished, and like mine had a little dent in it. Like it wasn't too bad. Like one of the wheels was a little crooked. That's it. I was like, they're probably gonna fix my car, and they're like, it's a full write-off. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
Jesus.
Her car looked like a pop can. Like I had to turn my car off and turn the radio off.
Damn.
Yeah, no, buy an Audi. Hey, Upward, go buy an Audi. You're
No.
British. It's like the British thing, right? You buy a car that leaks oil.
What?
Let's go buy a Mini Cooper. I've had 3 of those. I've had a lot of cars.
How have we gone from Nintendo Switch stuff to cars? Probably because they're both fucking expensive.
Facebook.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they're both expensive. It's actually cheaper to buy a used piece of shit Subaru than a Nintendo Switch 2 in Canada. So I'm looking at one right now for $400. Doesn't have an engine, but still.
Okay, it's kind of missing an important thing there.
Yeah, you can Fred Flintstone it. Oh, I'm starting to see the hate for the.
Oh yeah,
Switch 2
I'm
stuff
seeing
here.
mostly hate. It's.
Okay, the Switch 2 UI got
It's
shown
exactly
off. It's
the
the
same.
exact
Yep.
same.
That-
Except now you can use mouse mode.
They showed that real quick.
Wow. I don't know. Yeah, you're right. The price is kind of a bit of a damper.
Yeah, people are really upset about it.
But other than that, I liked everything else that they showed.
The thing that stands out about the games they showed is more what they didn't show than what they did. Like, they did show a few interesting things, but way too much time on Switch ports and yeah, no 3D Mario is a massive backbreaker.
Yeah.
Like I was thinking.
Apparently that.
I was actually thinking when we were like going through like the Elden Ring stuff and then the Donkey Kong stuff. It's like, okay, this is pretty good. Not like a crazy show, but I was thinking to myself, this is pretty good. Now let's see Mario. And then we just didn't see Mario, and I was like, okay, wow. They really didn't show much from first party. I mean, they showed Mario Kart, that welcome tour thing, and then.
But who's doing the Donkey Kong?
I assume it's Nintendo.
Yeah, but like which part of Nintendo? Because Donkey Kong has been Retro Studios for a long time.
Yeah, it's all going to be Retro Studios because they're making the other thing.
No information on who's directing it. I wonder if that is the 3D Mario team.
No way. No way they'd go a full decade without a 3D Mario.
I mean, Nintendo's done weirder shit. Let's be honest.
We've already had, by far, the longest wait. Because it was 6 years from 64 to Sunshine, then 5 to Galaxy, 3 to Galaxy 2, 1 to 3D Land, 2 to 3D World, 4 to Odyssey. And it's now been 8 years since Odyssey.
I'm also very surprised we didn't see Fire Emblem.
And Odyssey was great.
Dude, we're never seeing Fire Emblem. You've been saying that every fucking direct.
Yeah, because we need to. It's like supposed to come out.
I've been saying that every fucking direct.
Yeah, it's true. Every direct I said the same thing.
It was just the intensity that was delivered.
Yeah.
Well, I've been
Alfred's sick of me talking about it.
I am so sick of you.
He's sick of me being like, Bloodborne 2.
Bloodborne 2, baby. We finally got it. It's Bloodborne -1.
Every time there was like a Sony thing, it'd be like the fourth one in, Bloodborne 2. And he's like, no.
I knew it wasn't Bloodborne 2. It just didn't make sense to me.
Bloodborne 2 every time.
It's always been Bloodborne 2.
They're gonna make a Bloodborne 2. It's gonna be like 20 years after they release the original.
I bet,
They're like, you guys have been waiting, and it's like nobody cares anymore.
Yeah, everybody who liked it is either dead or has a family. It's
or
like,
just
okay.
and is kind of just over it. So if you make me wait too long, I'm not gonna care. I mean, I'll still buy it and play it, but I'm gonna be mad.
The Argentine price. The Argentine price of Mario Kart in US dollars equivalent is $130.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but they're Argentinian.
I know, their economy is absolutely fucked. But $130 US dollars.
Dude, the Serbian price is about to be $290 in a bundle of wheat.
What is the economy there to be like that? For that to be like that?
What, Serbia?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's fucked.
They don't have an economy.
Oh, okay.
They have the promise of an economy.
Gotcha.
They also have the promise of power. Poor Serbia. Shout out to all my Serbian friends, which is most of them. I bug them lots about this.
Just show them
I'm going to the
NATO
homeland.
flag and.
Yeah, they're like, I'm going back to the homeland like next month, and I'm like, oh, that's great. What are you gonna go do? Pick a girl from the village? They're like, fuck off. Like, you going back to get knighted, dude? No Star Fox either.
No.
Now being like,
like I said, the thing that really stands out to me from that show is more what they didn't show. Maybe surely they gotta be working on a 3D Mario. Like, surely they're just gonna keep it under wraps. But I feel like here is where you show it.
I don't think they announce anything more than 2 years out.
Dude, if it's still 2 years out, my god. I was thinking it'd be holiday this year.
No.
If it's been 8 fucking years!
I am excited for Daemon X Machina, though, by the way.
Yeah, that looked kind of interesting. I haven't played any of them, but it's like a franchise, right? Also, the fact that like, Switch games have like paid upgrades to the Switch 2 is also a bit of a fuck you. If it's like $10, if it's $10, like the Horizon remaster or whatever, or the Last of Us remaster, that's okay because you can still play the base game just ported. But if it's like $40 for the upgrade fee, then like fuck off.
I genuinely think if you already own the original game and that game has been out for a while, that it should just be a free legacy upgrade.
I don't entirely agree. I think $10 is fair because it does cost money to make these upgrades.
And I do think, unlike like you said with the PlayStation ones, the Mario Party one, you're getting a bunch of new mini games and features, right?
Yeah, that'll be more
fun.
expensive because it's the DLC. But the Tears of the Kingdom one is basically just like a couple of new features.
The Tears of the Kingdom one should be free. Yeah. Anything that doesn't add any content should just be free.
I am okay with $10 for a major graphical upgrade. I am okay with that.
When I play a 360 game on my Series X, it automatically boosts it up to 4K and shit like that.
Yeah, but it doesn't like remaster the actual textures and stuff. Like,
yeah, but most of these aren't actually doing that. Like Tears of the Kingdom is just
right, yeah. But we were talking the Sony stuff, yeah. Because like Horizon,
Tears of the Kingdom's just gonna be 60 FPS.
Because Horizon, they did actually like overhaul the visuals for that, and they also did it with The Last of Us and stuff. So like, I think it is fair to charge $10 for that.
I gotta wait 2 more days for the Monster Hunter update. Jesus Christ.
I still can't believe that Welcome Tour thing is not a pack-in. It's 1-2 Switch all over again.
1-2 Switch should have been a pack-in.
Yeah, and this should have been a pack-in too. It is...
I thought it was a pack-in right until the end.
We don't have... Yeah, I assumed it was a pack-in.
Yeah.
No price has been listed.
Okay. That's odd.
It is a guided tour of the new hardware, but is a separate paid digital game.
Yeah, for $40 you can learn.
I bet it's going to be like 60. Because 1-2 Switch was 60. It was the same price as Breath of the Wild.
I spent $60 on 1-2 Switch.
You bought 1-2
on 1-2 Switch. I bought everything on Switch release.
Holy fuck. Dude, I don't think I'm going to buy
I walked in there.
I don't think I'm going to buy a Switch though. Yeah,
I walked in that EB Games, man. Big dick swinging. I bought the Switch, the Pro Controller. I bought every game available for it.
I haven't seen it, but I'm willing to bet money you do not have a big dick.
What game? No, I'm fat. Come on. I got the promise of a dick.
I'm gonna say that next time. That's funny as shit.
Dude, what a quote! My god, I got the promise of a dick. That is an all-timer. Oh god.
That's like most of the time when I walk into EB Games Zone and buy something, I always leave with like a bunch of other shit that it was just there, so I was like, oh, okay.
I haven't been into a GameStop or EB Games in a minute.
I told Upward this story, but my Xbox One X, I bought that because I went into EB Games to buy a 3DS, and they had one there.
This is the One X, you said?
Yeah, the Xbox One X.
Yeah.
I bought a 3DS. They had one in there. I was like, oh, I'll also take that Xbox there. And the guy looked at me like the weirdest look. It's like, I've never had somebody come in to buy a goddamn 3DS, and then he's like, do you have an Xbox? I'm like, yeah, I do. He's like, and you want this? I'm like, yeah.
Dude, the Xbox One X sold so poorly. It sold like 5 million.
Actually, I think I bought a 3DS, an Xbox One X, and I bought a new PS4 controller.
Whoa!
Because my PS4 controller...
PS4 controllers.
Oh, my PS4 controller died. Stopped working, so I had to get a new one.
Okay.
I hate that fucking controller. PS5 is such a big jump compared to the PS4 for a controller. that PS4 controller is designed for people with hands that are so.
Oh yeah, I still hold the view that the DualSense is the best controller ever made.
No, the new Xbox controller.
No.
I'd say it's Series X, followed by the Nintendo Pro controller, and then the PS5 controller.
No, I think the DualSense is the best one.
The Nintendo Pro controller has like 90 hours of battery life.
I will say battery life is like the one major downside, yeah, but it's got
the
new
there's nothing quite. I got a 20-foot fucking USB-C cable I have to dangle along the ground so I can plug in my DualSense. It's like ridiculous. Battery life on those things is terrible.
Yeah, it is terrible, but it's worth it for the stuff.
At least I can go to Costco and ruin the environment with AA batteries for my Xbox.
We didn't see the Switch port of Shadows. We saw Star Wars Outlaws, but we didn't see Shadows.
Yeah, I don't know if Japan likes Shadows very much.
I heard that it's been selling very well there.
Oh, they had their prime minister talking shit about it.
No, that got misreported. That got misreported.
No, he was talking about because you could destroy shrines and everything.
Yeah, no,
they patched it out.
They did patch that out, by the way, but that's not what he was saying. It got widely reported as that, but he was actually saying that he was upset at people destroying shrines in the real world, and he said that he was concerned that the game would inspire people to do that. He did not say, "Oh, fuck this game, you could destroy shrines." He actually made clear he did not have a problem with that inherently. It was more people were now going to Japan and destroying shrines in person. And that was what it was about.
Damn Americans.
That got misreported. It was not about Shadows.
According to Famitsu Game Sales, it sold 17,000 copies.
I heard that was like above what they expected. Because that was just week 1, right?
Yeah.
And I think it's like basically the only PS5 game in the top 30 at the moment.
Monster Hunter Wild sold 20,000 copies that week.
Oh yeah, right, yeah. Monster Hunter as well.
Yeah, because Monster Hunter is a religion in Japan.
Yeah, that's different. Yeah, I was never gonna do Monster Hunter numbers.
Dude, Monster Hunter, Final Fantasy, and Dragon Quest could be a cult. When I was there were so many stores just dedicated to those 3 franchises. It was crazy. Especially the Final Fantasy stuff, because it was like, there's a building and each store was just selling different Final Fantasy merch for each numbered game. It's also really cool.
The thing that really sucks is not only is Nintendo stuff going to be $80, it's everybody else is now going to follow. Fable will be $80. That will be on Game Pass as well, but it'll be Fable will be $80. Wolverine will be $80, I bet. Fucking Intergalactic will be $80.
I think Microsoft has a big smile on their face if games are $80.
They're going to fucking up the price of Game Pass again. Guarantee
I don't know if they'll up the price of Game Pass.
Dude, their games are so expensive to make that they're just not turning a profit at the moment. So,
and if the cost of games rises so much that you get people actually using Game Pass more,
maybe
they'll balance out.
I don't think $10 is going to make the difference there.
It could, because how much is a year of Game Pass right now?
$300 Canadian.
Okay, so that's 3 games.
4.
No, if they're $120.
True, because I'm thinking US dollars. Yeah, free.
Yeah, it's like less than 3 games actually. It's like 2.5.
Yeah, but like, then you'd have to assume that there are 3 games coming out that year, day 1 on Game Pass, that you would want to buy on day 1.
Yeah, but it's like, why spend?
It's 8-player PvP multiplayer for Dustbloods.
What?
It's PvP. 8-player PvP.
What?
Oh boy! You got excited! Get fucked!
That makes me
Get fucked!
I do like the PvP in Souls games, so I'll probably end up playing it a lot. But
oh
that makes
my
me sad.
God.
I wish it was single player.
8-player multiplayer. That is so funny. So they made a multiplayer game, and it's only on Switch. What the fuck?
Yeah, but you can live stream it to your friends in real time.
It's 5 FPS. I can't believe they actually showed that. Do they have no shame? That was 5 frames a second.
Yeah.
One of the most shameless things I've ever seen.
Okay, so there's a bunch of games that get free updates.
Yeah,
So,
they did say that some will be free updates, yes.
Yeah, so Super Mario Odyssey, ARMS, Super Mario...
Oh,
3D
now
World,
you want to bring up Mario Odyssey!
Pokemon Scarlet, Pokemon Violet. So basically just like...
Steven's just gone off to PS2 emulation.
No, I'm just chilling. No, it's been up the whole time.
Oh, okay.
I haven't played it. I haven't played it at all. I leave my games up 24/7.
Steve's like, man, fuck Nintendo. I'm going back.
I've been playing the Ratchet and Clank series. It's fun to replay those.
Steven's a real Sony pony.
PS2, man. PS2 ruins games for me now because like they're so good.
PS2 games are really good. That's why I'm glad that some of them are getting remade, like the Onimusha series.
That's not a remake, it's a new game.
Of, like...
Oh no, they're doing a remake as well, aren't they? Yeah. There's a remake coming out in May.
They did the remake of 1 a while ago, now they're doing the remake of 2.
But they've also got a new one coming out. It's like a reboot.
Yeah, and I'm excited for that too.
Like
that'll be $80 as well, probably.
Oh my god.
Oh, it's so over, man. Gaming is actually going to become a rich person hobby.
Yeah.
It always
in
kind of
year.
was, but it's now going to become just a rich person hobby.
It was in the beginning, and then the economy kind of got good, and then...
And now it's just going to be a rich person hobby again.
Yeah, it's kind of fluctuating back to what it used to be.
Which sucks.
Well, it goes in peaks and valleys, dude. Like, there's a 6-year block where it's a rich person hobby, and then it just goes back to normal.